Hello, it's cold and dark outside, and it's very creepy. I don't know if you can hear the wind howling, but I have tons of stuff to do, and it's just like last night. I don't know if you watched the video of last night, but it was cold and dark, and I was walking around the outside, and it was pitch black. And then the power came back on, but then now it went off, and I have tons of stuff to do. So I have my little heaters, and I'm in here, and I figured I would at least like hang out with whoever else is up. It's strangely at 2:45 in the morning. This is what happens when you have like deadlines, and it's 2:45 in the morning, and you live in like buttfuck Egypt, and you have no power. It's crazy. Hello, cool gamer. How are you? Are you up playing games? Actually, I should take this off because it is not off. I had it on while I was walking around outside. I live in the boonies. We can go out there in a minute, but it's like pitch black. You can't even see any stars. It's like pitch black everywhere. It's like creepy. Like last night I was walking around because I heard something, and I when I go outside, I walk around outside. I actually I'm what do you call it? I got a gun on me. What do you call it? I'm like something to the max. You're like something. I can't remember the name, but I always carry like my gun with me because you never know. There could be a bear out there. There could be a mountain lion out there. Like I've walked out and like heard something and like turned and like, oh, there's mountain lion right there. Like, hey, how you doing? Please don't eat me. I faced off a bobcat. So like you never know what happens in the country. But it's always fun. It's always fun, especially when you have a chandelier. But at least this way, if something happens to me, just like last night, I was like, this is why I went on last night. I was like, if something happens to me, like, because there's no like power or anything, and the Wi-Fi was down, I was like, at least someone will know how to find me because there's like video evidence of me being here because we have like a whole camera system. But if the Wi-Fi goes down, I have to put on the second Wi-Fi, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. So like the cameras are down, so I can't look. Because usually I can look and see like if you hear like a mountain lion, which it's really cool to hear. So are you playing games, cool gamer? What are you playing? What are you doing? What is anyone doing at two? I'm in California. It's 2:45 in the morning. Like I should not be up right now. This is what happens when the power goes out and you lose time. And now suddenly it went from like 11 p.m. to 2 p.m. and I still got shit to do before tomorrow morning. Like, why are any of us up right now? Like, hopefully you are in normal time zones that are not like 2:45 in the morning. It's crazy. It's crazy. But we do have like solar light, so that's the only reason there's any bits of light outside. It's for solar lights, which when it's like stormy out, don't get that much sun to be solar, so they're not that bright even anyway. So it's like pitch black. Actually, my gun is inside. I have to go inside to get my gun. So if I go out of this room, I have to go in there and get my gun. Unless I get an extra one from over there. Because you never know. My friend actually, one morning he went out. It was like probably like 4 in the morning. And he had to pee. And guys, you guys are the strangest things I've ever met. You will walk past a bathroom to go outside to go pee. Like, I don't know how many guys I've seen do that. I've seen them like walk past the bathroom and go outside. I'm like, where are you going? Going to pee. Well, you just passed the bathroom. Oh no, I'd rather pee outside. I mean, I guess I get it. I mean, if I could do that, I guess I would too. But it's like if you're going to go pee outside right now, you never know what you might do. You might pee on a red fox. And if you ever heard a red fox, they sound like children. Like when red fox scream, they sound like children. That's creepy. It's creepy. Living in the country is a little creepy. So, anyway, somebody needs to tell me what they're doing. We're going to take a walk around outside. If we take a walk around outside, I have to change this to my phone and I have to put more batteries in my light, and I have to go inside and get my Glock. And it sounds so crazy. Like, we have the rest of our family lives in the city, and they like, there was one time they were over at Thanksgiving, and all at once, my husband said, "There's a rattlesnake outside," and I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Do you want me to get the shovel, or do you want to, because when we live out here, you get rattlesnakes. We have outside cats, and it's like the snake or and we had kids too, so it's like the snake or you. So one of you's got to go. So it's got to be the snake. So you tag team them, and it sounds totally like horrible. And the funniest thing is when like you can't just move a snake because snakes are actually territorial. So if you just take a rattlesnake and like throw it over the fence, it's gonna come back. So unfortunately, unless you want to like put the rattlesnake in a box and drive the box somewhere, which like, yeah, I want to go driving with a rattlesnake in my car. So like, so we would like, tag team. And it's so funny because he would always be all like nervous. And I was like cold, hard killer. I was like, oh, snake's got to go. So, but you have to have like, we'd have like one person hold the snake down, because we'd have like, I mean, the snakes we got up here in the country are not, we're not talking like a little like itty bitty, like, plastic snake like you get at the store. We're talking like 6 foot long, rattlesnake. Like I always take, I'm sadistic. I really should be like, I guess I am pretty suited for the country because most women would not think this is cool. But I always take the rattles as booty. It's like, like I'm disgusting actually. That's actually, when you say that out loud, that does not make me sound very good. But I always take the rattles. And for every little rattle, that's for a year that they're alive. So like we have some that are like 13 rattles long, which means that's a 13-year-old snake. That's a pretty freaking huge snake. Like that's a long snake. And the rattles, and the coolest thing is I have a whole like box of them, which like, God, if like I ever die in this house and they come in this house and like go checking around, they're gonna be like, who was this woman? She's got a Glock over here. There's a box of rattlesnake rattles, but they really do. You go like that and they rattle. It's like the coolest thing. So anyway, the rest of our family is here and we're here. And I'm like, I'll go get my boots on and I'll get the shovel and, you can just stand on it and I'll, take its head off. And the rest of our family is just like sitting here, like we're about to eat Thanksgiving dinner and, I'm going getting my big thick rain boots on and, I'm going and getting a shovel and they're just like, and I'm all dressed up too, so I'm just like, kind of scooch my dress up and I got my big thick rain boots. So if the snake goes to bite at my feet, they'll get the, the boot. And like, I mean, like, I think my sister-in-law was like literally crying because she was scared. I was like, what are you scared of? Like, you're in the house on the second floor looking down from a balcony. And I'm down here, like, with boots on. And anyway, and so my husband, like, held it down. And I'm like, and it wasn't on flat surface. Because when you live in the country, you're probably on a mountain. So, you're trying to, like, and it's not like you're on, like, cement, like, and the weirdest thing, I will tell you the weirdest thing about when you, and I can't stand when people say unalive. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm very opinionated. I think that's like unalive. Like, it's not like you can re-alive yourself. It's not like, it's just, like for people when they say it for like kids for suicide, like you should make that sound like that's final. Like, it's not like, you can't go back on that. Like, it's suicide. It's death. You're done. You don't call it. Like, I hate when they say unalive. Like, it's going to make some kid be like, oh, it's like a video game. I can just restart and be alive again. Like, no. It's not. So we didn't unalive the snake. We fucking killed that motherfucker. We chopped its head off. And the weirdest thing is for like, I don't know, sometimes up to like half an hour, like it'll still move. So, like, we had, like, the body over here, and it's still, like, slithering and shaking its tail, and the mouth is just going, like, because it's trying to bite something, so it's, like, naturally, like, moving forward. And so we put it on this, like, sidewalk, you know, so like the head was here and the body was here, and both were, and then my sister-in-law lost her shit, and that's why I did it like that, because you know she was crying just as just me putting my boots on, like I was just putting my boots on, and she started getting upset. So like then she was like really free. I was like, it's dead now, like it's in your way, like come on, and she's like, but it's moving, and I was like, you think it's gonna move all the way up to you? Like come on. You know, and then we put it in bags and put it in and you have to bury it, like you have to put it in something and really like, you know, because if an ant like and dog digs it up, like they can still get venom, like if they like bite at you, you know what I mean? So you have to be careful, even when they're dead they can like mess you up. So, you know, gosh, instead of doing like, you know, because I have actual like stuff to do, like I'm a content creator, like I actually need to do, like I should just make a series on outdoors in it, like killing snakes and crazy crap that goes on up here. It's crazy. It's crazy the things that go on in the country. It's like, and so they were all city people and they were so freaked. I've never seen people more freaked out in my life. And then the two people who were doing it. And the funniest thing is women. I don't know if you like cool. I'm going to assume that as cool gamer, you're a guy. Because most gamers up at now it's 3 in the morning. It's probably going to be a guy. I'm going to guess you're a guy. I'd be surprised if you're a woman. But women are actually better at being snipers and doing stuff like that, because we don't have testosterone, so we're able to calm ourselves down better. So like as a sniper, we're much better to like and like take a breath, and then whereas men, you naturally have testosterone, so like you like it's harder for you to like chill out and like, God, I am sadistic. Gosh, I might be a little sadistic now that I hear myself talking. Jeez Louise. Maybe I should have someone else talk for me. I'm making myself sound nice. But anyway, it's stormy outside. I have to. I want to go outside and walk around, because if you were at my channel or went to my channel, or like you're probably all just random people up in the middle of the night like me, like what the heck do I do at this time of night? I'm bored and need something to do. Like I got work to do, and now that I finally got some sort of power, I need a break before I get into it. So I figured I'd just come on and talk, because I can talk forever. I'm weird, if you haven't figured that out. Anyway, so so I gotta charge my phone a little bit, but we'll go out and walk around and we'll see. It's just piss black. It's really windy, and I'm in this little like I built a wardrobe in a studio off the house. So we made it with like a metal roof and metal walls, so you can really hear like which is why last night when we had no power and no Wi-Fi and I was out here, I went online and made a video, because I was like, you could hear stuff so much, and I heard like something. I couldn't tell. I was like, is it a bear? Is it something? But I was like, it's pitch black. There's no like no one's gonna, you know. So anyway, I gotta charge my phone have a little power if we go out, but I want to try and get the cameras on like the second Wi-Fi, so at least we can see something. That's the see that everyone's like, why do you have cameras? Like our whole property, it was like cameras everywhere, and they're like, no one can even find your house when you give them your address. Why would you need cameras? And I'm like, because wildlife, like we don't have it for people. Like honestly, if I give people my address, people can't find it. Like if our UPS driver gets sick and we have the backup UPS driver, like we're not getting our stuff, because he never can find our, like, it's like no one's gonna find us. So I'm like, it's for the animals. And I have some amazing like things from the camera. Like I'll go through it every morning. Like I have one video of a 5-point buck just walking through my backyard. Just walking through the backyard, like beautiful and majestic. And I don't know what it is in other states, but in California, if you live in an unincorporated part of the county and you own over an acre or 2 acres of land, I forget which, but you can legally hunt on your property, like no permit, no anything needed. So like I could have seen it and walked out there and shot that thing. And but as sadistic as I have sounded so far talking about killing snakes, I could never get a deer. I could never do that. I had an uncle who hunted. I could never do that because deer are cute. Snakes are not cute. Snakes, spiders, scorpions, I could take them out in a heartbeat. But a deer, Bambi, I remember watching Bambi. I don't know why, but I remember going to see Bambi when I was like older. I think I don't know why I remember this, and I don't know why I would be going, but I think I was like more like 10ish, and I remember being in the theater and Bambi being on, and I ran out crying because I was like, they're killing, like that's Bambi, like you can't, like I was just like mortified, So I have this thing, like I do eat animals. I eat animals like a motherfucker, but I don't eat cute animals, and I can't eat something after I've seen it. So like if I go to like where I used to live in Pennsylvania, and they have the Red Lobster, and you go in and you see the little like lobsters there. Like once that happens, like nope, not eating it. Nope. I mean, I can't eat something after I see it. Like you go to like I don't know like if people have this in normal places because the more I'm listening to myself, the more I'm realizing that I don't think that I'm normal or live in a normal place. But you have like pig feeds and stuff, and you got the big pig. No, I love carnitas. I'll eat them all day, but not once I see Mr. Porky the pig rolling around on the thingy getting cooked. Then it's like, no. Like he's just looking there, and they put an apple in his mouth. Why do they put apples in the mouth of the pig, like a pig when they cook a pig? Like why put an apple in there? Like certainly it's not doing the pig any good because he's already dead. He's not eating it. And certainly it's not going to make the pig tastier. Some apple just like right there touching its teeth. Why do they do that? God, I got to look that up. I'm one of those people that likes to look things up that I don't know. But that's a weird thing. Does anyone know why people do it? Like, why do you put an apple in a pig's mouth when you I guess, roast it? Roast it on I guess that's roasting it, putting it on a fire pit. But why do that? That's weird. I gotta put more batteries in my little light. If we walk outside, it's that's the problem when you live in the country. Like it's pitch black. Like when you live in the city, it's never truly dark because you have street signs, and like if you go to San Francisco, it's never truly dark there. There's businesses and shops and street signs and stuff. But you come here and it is like dark. Like you can go like that and you won't see your hand. I can't open this up. This won't open. I'm gonna change the battery that is. I want to take you outside because it's howling. It's howling like a mofo. It's so fun. It's scary too. It's fun. Just wait and see. Just wait and see what you see. You might scare yourself. If I should have someone to jump scare. Like I wish someone else was here that they could like go in and like jump scare. Me and my son actually we had a really fun time. We there was some YouTuber that we used to watch. I forget his name. But he used to watch like TikTok jump scare things. And me and my son would watch it and we would see like who would jump, Like I think no, he would what was his name? He used to wear a like a burrito blanket. He had like a burrito blanket and he would sit in his burrito blanket and all he would do was people would send him scary TikToks and he would go through and he would watch the scary TikToks. And a lot of them had jump scares in them. And, and so me and my son would just like see we would count how many jumps each person, and there would be some that like I would freak out and he would just be like, and there would be like, there were some that were obvious that I knew were coming that I just, but I don't know why I brought that story up, but But I wish someone else was here because we could go outside and I could be like, oh, and see this and da-da-da, and then someone could just jump scare and then you go, ah, scare the crap out of yourself. I can't get this open and I can't put batteries in here if I don't get this open. I need my headlight. It actually, where I'm at right now, I keep getting messages that there are flood warnings, except for the fact that I live at 2,000 feet. So I'm at the highest point. So it won't flood here. You know what they say, shit travels downward. Oh, I think I put that as the trailer. So you guys probably saw that. No. Did I put that one? I think I might. No, it was too long, maybe. I just did a skit. Usually I do skits. Usually I don't just sit here and talk at 3 in the morning. I think I'm gonna do a new series. Just talking at 3 in the morning. Being a weirdo. Oh, you know what I should do? I should actually say that I'm on here. Hold on. But I should start a thing going out in the woods. And we can go trying to find stuff and looking for animals and different things and seeing when you hear stuff. That's the thing. When you go outside, you always hear something. You always think you hear something. Even if you don't. You think you hear something. Hold on. Wow. There's all this going on here today. Hold on. What is everybody doing? What is everybody who is here doing in the middle of the night? It's not the middle of the night for everyone. So say where you are and what you're doing while I type this. It's not all of it. I'm sure. See, I just heard something like it's raining. Rain coming in 3.5 hours. I don't know if you hear that, but wow. It almost feels like we're having like a little earthquake. But everything's like I don't know if it's I can hear a plane. I don't know if it's the plane that I hear or if there's like a little tiny earthquake going on because I hear something. But it just popped up that the rain is coming in 3.5 hours. So we have had a really, really productive winter, which is good. But last year was the year. Then I don't know if any of you like are from Northern California or heard, but we got 18 inches of snow. Like it hasn't snowed here in ever, but it actually snowed. My God, I think I hear people talking. I'm starting to creep myself out. I'm starting to creep myself out right now. You got to go outside in a minute because I'm starting to creep myself out. I swear to God, I hear something. I swear to God, I hear people talking right now. Or maybe it's just like the other people in my head talking. I don't know. I got to get my phone charged enough so we can look on the cameras and see because I'm not going out there unless I see that there's nobody out there because I swear to God, now I hear people. See, now I'm scaring myself. I'm one of those people. I'm one of those weird people that can scare themselves and like just go running down the hall. Like everyone will be like in the living room and I'll go like into the back bedroom to get something and I'll come like tearing out down running down the hall. And they'll be like, what are you doing? And I'll be like, I heard something. I'll just scare myself. I'll like think something and then I'll scare myself. I do it to my own self like a dum-dum. But that's what I'm that's what I'm doing to myself right now. I'm scaring myself right now. I'm thinking I hear voices and I'm thinking I hear God. I gotta change everything to the other Wi-Fi because we're no power, no Wi-Fi, but we have backup Wi-Fi. Where was I just gonna go? Which obviously, or how would I be here? How would I be here if we didn't have Wi-Fi? So I got to put on the other one so we can see on the cameras. The only bad part is that when it's shitty weather like this, they don't really charge. They don't really like, because they're solar. They don't really like charge fully, so you don't really get. They don't really work as well. God. What if like I think the most random things, like what if like freaking like get eaten on live TV? Because that's my new thing. Hey Bobby Six, you do the same thing? I'll just think. I did this one time. I was in Hawaii and my friends were like, what were you doing? I was like swimming and I went way out, and all at once I just got it in my head that there was a shark following me. I just got it in my head, and I looked around and I saw nothing. There was nothing to see, but I got it in my head that there was a shark coming for me, and I started hauling ass, swimming back in. And everyone on the shore, my friends were like, saw me hauling ass. And I'm not like exactly, Miss Swimmer, Olympic 2008 or anything. So then they're like kind of freaking out because they're like, why is she like swimming in so quickly? Like, is something wrong? So then I see them looking at me, like looking around, like trying to see if something's wrong. So now I think something's definitely wrong and there's definitely a shark behind me. So it's like, like we just fed off each other. And then so I came out of the water and I was like, oh, where was he? And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, there was a shark. And they're like, no, there wasn't. And I was like, well, why were you freaking out? And they're like, well, why were you freaking out? And I was like, because you were freaking out. And they're like, well, we were freaking out because you were freaking out. Round and round. I got to get more soda too. Okay. Before we go outside and brave the outside, we need a new soda. We need to charge our phone a little bit more. We need a new soda, and we need to get our gun. Just in case. Because it's better to be safe than sorry. Because it's funny. I've never, like, other than snakes, I've never, like, killed an animal. And I could never hunt. I don't know how I could never. But if it was me or someone else, like that's the thing with the snakes. I actually had a rattlesnake bite one of my cats. And luckily, the vet said that it was probably a baby snake because they can't control their venom very well. So they'll because it got her right on the nose. And they said if it was an adult snake, it would have just, and she would bit. But he could tell the way that she was bit, that it kind of half bit her and didn't get all the venom in her, so she survived. But I remember I was pregnant as a motherfucker. I gained 100 pounds. I'm about 130. I was over 200 pounds. So, and for some reason I was like, I need to take a walk. It was in summer. I need to take a walk. And so I walk around and I suddenly see her on a porch, and she's just laying there just not looking good. And I pick her up, and her nose, she just looked like she was had been beat. She just it was all big and flat. And so I called the vet and I was like, I think my cat got bit by a rattlesnake. And he's like, bring her in. And, he's like, if it was she almost didn't make it. But it was and then one time, I hear the, I look, and one of my cats, she was a dum-dum, she was looking at the rattlesnake, and she's just the rattlesnake's all coiled up, and she's just looking at it hi, how you doing? What's up? Want to play? And I'm like, Mama Kitty, get out of it. She was a numbnut. God rest her soul. She was the cutest little thing, but she could never catch anything. She caught a bird several times, and she would bring it to me, and she would get up to me, and she'd get all excited, and she'd meow. The bird would fly out, and she'd be like, how did that happen? Well, dum-dum, you meowed, and you let it loose. So she could never catch anything, because every time she'd get all excited, and she'd meow, and I'm like, girl, Like, good thing that she was a feral cat. She didn't let me touch her till she was 16. So that's how feral she was. But I'm like, I don't know how you survived before I got to you, because you just can't, like, freaking dum dum. I'm trying to set this up, and then we're gonna take a walk. We're gonna take. Hey, Bobby. So, Bobby, what are you doing? Are you Bobby a girl or Bobby a boy? Because I can't tell from your picture. I think that's you and a little kid. I don't have my glasses on. I don't have my glasses on. Don't I sound like an old lady with my glasses? Well, I have my. Well, this is my. Because originally, so like you're all. Okay, so you're Bobby a girl. Usually, Bobby with an I is a girl, I guess. I haven't seen anyone. Bob is not a popular name right now. I don't think I've seen a Bob either way for a while. But my granddaughter and stuff. Oh, I wonder. Because I had my first baby at 38 and my second at 40, and I'm like, am I going to see grandkids? Because so I'm 51 now. So the oldest is 13, so he hopefully won't have kids for another at least 20 years, and that puts me in my 70s. Like, I'm not going to see grandkids, right? Like, if I see grandkids, I'll see grandkids, but I'm going to be old. I'm going to be all like, they're going to have to cryogenic something by then. So, like, I can be young and, like, something, because, like, I don't want to be, like, some old, like, crotchety grandma like that at that age. I don't know. But I might. I guess. I don't know. Well, that's what happens. That's what happens when you have kids late. I'm 56 and you have 6 with another on the way. 6 kids or 6 grandkids? Because if you have 6 grandkids, you got a lot of kids. But you probably have 6 kids. Wait, no. Do you know 6 has to be? Well, no. Because another one on the way. Another one, if you're 56, is not another your baby. Unless you did it in vitro. Then you could have another baby. But, like, who wants to have another baby? Like, I have a friend who just had another baby, and he's like 48 or something. Grandkids, 4 kids. Okay, gosh. He's 47 or 48, and he just had a baby, and he had 2. He's just like he's so funny. He's like, everybody wants the Benny, so he has 2 kids with this one girl, which are each one is exactly 1 year older than my 2 children. And then just recently, like 2 years ago, he had a baby with this other chick. Like, he's not married or anything, but I'm like, how do you go back to being like 48, like that age, and go back to the whole like diaper, and like, there is no way, like, no way I want to go like change. Like, if he ever asked me to change, I'd be like, no, I'm not helping you change diapers. Like, I did my time. I'm done. Like, when my kids have kids, I'll help them, but I'm not anymore. Okay, so let's see what's my phone's at, and then we can go take a walk. Okay. All right, it's close. Okay. So I'm gonna have to figure out, because I took a yeah, exactly. I don't want to be doing that anymore. God. But I made my kids get out of diapers as quickly as possible. Both of them were fully potty trained by 2.5. The first one, so I had the second one when the first one was just 2 years old. He was like 2 years and like 2 months when I had the second. So I was like, there's no way I'm changing 2 at the same time. So the first, I was like, you better be fully done by the time the second one comes, because I'm not doing 2. And he was fully. And I remember he got the pee first, because guys are easy for the pee. I mean, we basically just, like, it was summer, and we just let him go be naked. And like, when he'd stop to be like, we'd put the little potty under him, and he'd like, oh, and then you get a treat. But the pooping was a little harder. So the way I did it, I was like, and like I started naming his friends' names. I was like, Johnny goes poo-poo in the potty, and Sally goes poo-poo in the potty. So don't you want to go poo-poo in the potty too? And he was like, and then he started going poo-poo in the potty. I don't know, maybe that's probably not the right method to do it, to guilt him into it, but it got him to be fully everything by like 26 months. That's pretty damn good. I have like my husband's brother's kid was like 6 or 7. Like that's just no way would you be. I see me doing that at that age. Like at that, if you can go into the fridge, if you can go to the bathroom and flush the toilet and wipe on your own and walk out and get yourself some milk, you do not. I am not changing your diaper. No way. Like imagine. I can't even imagine a poop at that. That is no. I don't know how they did that. All right, so I think we're going to take a walk outside. I need to go in and get my Glock. And, because it's really dark outside. But I guess I have to figure out how to get on StreamYard on here and switch to StreamYard on here, I think, is the way to do it. Or no, I think I can go to, hey, what are you doing? What am I doing? Oh my God, girl. Deal you whoop hoo 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 hoo. I don't know what I'm doing here right now. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to get done, and then the power went out again, and because I'm going to change Discord all around, and I have all the stuff I was going to do. Oh, I just felt like there was a bug on me, and all the stuff that I wanted to do, and then the power went out, which is fine because we have the backup power, but it like you really don't want to use it because we might like not have power for quite a while. Late night insomnia. Oh dear Lord. Like our backup power will last like a day. I am an only child, and I said to my husband, me too, Bobby. Me too. And so when we went to have kids, so I was married my first time for 7 years, and we got married young, like 23, and got divorced at like 29, 30. And then so when me and my second husband, why can't I always have trouble opening this thing, and then when I do get it open, I'm like, oh, that was really easy. Why do I always forget that, how easy it is? But we tried for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months and nothing. And they say like if you've gone like 6 months, it's cold. Well, actually, it's not that cold. It says it's 47 degrees right now, so it is not cold. It is not cold here. But we have flood warnings right now, which we're at 2,000 feet, so it's not going to flood here. But it said it's going to start raining here soon. But it sounds like it's raining right now. It's really windy. But anyway, they so I'm impatient. So it was like 4 months, and so we went to the doctor, and she's like, okay, we'll take some tests. And like every test that I took was like, you're fucked, you're fucked, you're fucked, you're fucked. Like every test, I was like, you're a middle child. We should look up the psychology of where you are in the children. But she's like, she's like, unfortunately, you're going to have to do in vitro. And even if you do that, I don't know if you'll be able to carry a child. So, you probably should try doing in vitro for a while. And then if that doesn't work, consider adopting. And I was like, when we would try and I would get my period, I would just get so mad. I was like, what did you do wrong? Like, you didn't do it right. I would, you're all hormonal, and then you're like, damn it, I'm not pregnant this month. You get all upset. And I was like, there is no way that I am gonna, it's expensive, There's no way I'm going to hand somebody like 20, 30 grand. They're going to give me a whole bunch of hormones that make me more of a wackadoodle than I already am. And then I'm going to get my picture. I'm like, because if that happens, we're going to get divorced. Like, if it, because, they say, it can take, like, I had one friend who, he said his sister, they did $100,000, and it was like an all you could eat buffet. It was like 100 grand, and it was like, you'll do it until you get pregnant. And I was like, why can't I find one of those? Because she said, she's like, it usually can take up to 6 months, you can take many attempts, and it may never work. Like, you could do it 15 times and it might never work. So it's like, how much money do you want to spend? And when you're going like 25, 30 grand a pop, it goes pretty fast. I mean, you 4 years, you're doing like almost a college fund there. So anyway, I was like, you know what? There is no way I can do that and us not get divorced. Like, I can't do it. And I was just like, you know what? There was a time when we didn't have all these tests and we didn't do all this shit, and you didn't know. So you just had fun and you just got knocked up, or you didn't. And you just, so I was like, I like got on top of him, and like, not like got on top of him, but like, I was like, can you see me pregnant? And he's like, yeah. I was like, can you feel me pregnant? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, then if you can see it and we can imagine it, we can do it. So let's just do it. And we got pregnant 4 times. And we had the first one. Oh, the first one sucked, because we'd seen the heart like 3. I was well into my 2nd trimester. It was not okay. We had seen the heartbeat many times. So that really was fucked my head up, because I was like, wow, that was my one chance, and I just screwed it up. But then we had our first child, and then I had a miscarriage, but it was early. And then we had a 2nd child. So see, but I told him, I said, there's no way I'm having one child. So once we had the first, I was like, well, get ready to pay some money, because probably never gonna do it again. So I'm probably gonna have to adopt, because I was like, we're not, So we decided that we would wait till I was 40, and if I was 40 and I didn't get pregnant, we would go and adopt. And I got pregnant the month before I turned 40. So yeah, I always wanted siblings. Bobby, you don't have to say, are you on the East Coast or the West Coast? Because I was on the East Coast. So the biggest thing that's not stopped was snow days. When you would have a snow day, and like, I grew up poor, so I lived in the ghetto, so I didn't want to hang out with the ghetto kids. So like, I was all by myself when it was a snow day. Eastern Tennessee, yeah. So you know how it is. You were like all by yourself. You're like, damn it. Okay. All right. I got to go inside, and I'm going to get something to drink. And I got to get, I think, my guns inside. Alabama. I love that movie, Alabama. Isn't there that movie, Alabama, with, what's her name? The cute one, Reese Witherspoon. Hold on. I'm going to get a soda. Oh, it's cold and dark out here. Oh, boy. Okay, hold on 1 second. It's starting to rain. Okay, now I'm back. We needed a change, and my family was here, so we ended up here. But boy, do I miss the ocean. Oh, where did you Wait, hold on. I gotta read up. I grew up outside of Boston. Oh, I grew up Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I know. I get my gun in my little holster there. Um, my dad is his family's from Tennessee, and they actually have land there. God, I forget the name because it's not really my dad; it's my mom's second husband. But I call him my dad. Um, they had land down there, and they actually built on it, and but then decided like it's too hard for them to live out there because they were so really far from like a hospital and stuff. Sweet Home Alabama. That was the one. Yeah, I love like I grew up outside of Pennsylvania, so but I went from see that's what I like about we're in Northern California, and that's what I like about it here is that you can go like 4 hours. Well, it's not even 4 hours, but you could go a few hours and you're and we'll see if you can see. Like last night when I was outside, you could see the clouds above the ocean, but like it's only a few hours to the beach, or you could go to Tahoe and go, to the water. So it's like, let me eat this real quick. Either way you go, you can find either one, which is great. Because I do miss the snow. I actually really do miss the snow. I told my husband I want to buy a place in Tahoe because I would love we go there every year, and I would just love to go there. Like God, where thought I had an extra spoon. I I would love to have a place there. 8 hours, yeah, that's a long time. But you know what you could do is you could go somewhere halfway in the middle, like stay overnight, like and then go the other half. Because 4 hours is actually a quick drive. Um, yeah, see that's how we are. Like, well, we used to be. We used to like every year we would get a little bit of snow, like just like maybe an inch, enough to like cover everything and everybody to freak out because people in California it rains and they're like, oh my god, and enough for everybody to freak out and everything. But like that's all we get. Like, it would like snow and there would be and by like the next morning it's gone or even by that evening. But last year and right around like 20 like 18 it stopped and we didn't get like we got nothing. We would get nothing. And then last winter we went to Tahoe and it was like if we the day before we left, they were snowed in and we wouldn't have got in. And if we didn't leave when we did, if we would have tried to leave a day later, we would have been snowed in for weeks after that. It snowed 18 inches here. 18 inches here. Like it's unheard of. Like all so many trees. There was so much damage with trees because the trees here can't handle it because they're not used to it. I miss You walked in 2 feet. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, I try to explain to my husband. Sorry, it's very unmannerly to eat on camera, but sorry. Um, like I tried to explain to him because the kids don't like to ski or anything. Yeah, 18 inches. I should try and find a picture of it. But like we don't ski, the kids don't know how to ski, and if you don't know how to ski you got to go learn how to ski. You don't just like go there and be like, well, let's go ski. You got to go learn to ski. And they love to sled, and I've tried to tell them like, like once you get to that point where during the day it starts getting above 40 degrees every morning and then goes down to 20 at night, you got shitty sled weather because it's going to melt and then ice, and then you're going to have hard snow, and that's not good for sledding. Hi, Lynn. Everything went out again, so I was bored. because I wanted to do, I know. Well, yesterday I had all this stuff to do, and let me close the door because I'm going to go outside. So yesterday I was going to go, like I wanted to do, I actually wanted to do that, the shit skit that I did today. And then I wanted to go live real quick. And like, but my camera thing took me 4 hours to fix so I could actually make a video. It took me 4 hours to fix so I could make that stupid little 1 minute and 30-second shit video. And so I was basically up all night last night. And I couldn't find my phone. So then I finally woke up and then I fell back asleep. And so now I'm like, I have stuff to do, and it's like storming, and I'm not tired because I'm all out of sync now. Well, we're all out of sync. Who are you where are you really live? I am really live. Wait, sorry. I had a brain fart there. I had a brain fart. But yes, I'm really live. But I couldn't find my phone. Like I couldn't find my phone, which always happens. Because I told you guys, I got one of those tiles. You know how they have those tiles, which it's a great idea. You know, you lose your phone, you get the tile, and then you hit the tile and listen. And even if your phone is off, it'll make noise. I lost the tile. And the funniest thing is, I said when I got it, I was like, I'm going to need a tile for my tile because I'm going to lose this tile. So I'm going to need a tile for the tile and the tile for the phone, which is exactly what happened. So, hold on. These things are great, by the way. But yes, I'm actually live. I don't know why, but well, one, I took too much time off and I need to get the hours, but I was like, I slept during the day. I'm all off schedule. I'm not tired. I have all the stuff I need to do. So I might as well get up and do it. And it's really stormy here and it's really scary, everything I'm hearing behind me. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go live, and just have fun. But I have this thing on my computer where it says down at the bottom, like weather stuff. So it said flooding in effect, which I'm at 2,000 feet. I'm not going to have no flood. But now it's saying it's going to rain in Lake Shores. I know. I was thinking about it, and then I should put a notification in Twitter or whatever. I always forget to put it places so people actually know that I'm live, because nobody ever gets notifications. So it's maybe I should put something somewhere so that people actually know that I'm live. There we go. Okay, put that there. Oh my God. Are you guys all going to use your red light now? I love red light. By the way, that stuff is the best stuff ever. That's so good. Wait, King Charles has cancer? Oh my gosh. I just went on Twitter to post that I was live, and I saw that Harry thinking he can go back to the UK for royal duties while King Charles is undergoing cancer treatment shows how delusional Harry really is. Prince Harry offers to come back working royal. Well, why is that delusional? I mean, why couldn't he? I didn't know the king had cancer. Okay, sorry, I got sidetracked reading. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got lots. I just heard something that sounded like something walked over leaves. If you go out there, you can. Are you leaving, Bobby? Bye, Bobby. It was nice to meet you. See, this is kind of cool. I should just come on at random times because then I can meet new people. Oh, I should put a link to. Well, wait. if they're here, if you're here, you already know the link to my channel, right? Right? Like and subscribe. I don't know what to say. Harry, I don't think can perform an official. Yeah, exactly. He was. But couldn't they reinstate him if they needed someone? I mean, I don't know. Probably not. It's totally different there. I love watching that show. Um, The Crown. I love that show. See, now we've met a new person. There was someone named Cool Gamer who was here, and they said hi, but then I don't think that, and then they left. I don't think they ever came back out. But Bobby is sweet. I gotta find out where in Tennessee my dad is, because I gotta find that out. Because they had this piece of land, and it, it's so much cheaper there, and they built this house and there's everything on it, and then they were like just like 8 hours from the hospital, and as older people, they're like, we can't do that. Oh my gosh. I'm on I just got to the point where Diana died. I just got there. But I love The Crown. Oh my God. But it took me a while to, when they made the switch of the Queen, that took me a minute. Like, because all at once I was watching it, and they went to, like, I guess it was the third season where the Queen changed to like the second lady, which, I was like, she went from looking like she was 20 to 40 when she had only been queen for like 4 years. Like, they really just, but it is the last season, I think. But like the first 2 seasons was the real young chick, and then they had the dark haired chick, and then they've had the older chick. And I think they've only had those 2 people. But when they went to the third season, I think when they went to the second chick who was like, more like 40-year-old looking, I was like, I was confused, because I didn't read anything about it to know that was happening. And I never thought of like, how are they going to age her, to end up being the age of the Queen. So I was just like, who is this? Like, who are these? Like, what is going on? I was so confused. Oh my God. I love Diana. Yeah. I remember exactly where I was when Di died. Exactly. I was with my ex-husband, and his parents had flown in from Phoenix, and we were out at a restaurant, and it was like a bar restaurant, and on the news we heard that Di had died. I know, isn't that weird? Like, I know exactly the moment. And then I remember my mother-in-law, she kept making that joke that Di died. And I was like, Marilyn, it's not funny. Like the first 100 times maybe, but now Di died. We just died. And I was like, Marilyn, enough. Not funny anymore. It's an age progression. Like, yeah. Yeah, I never really thought how they would age her, because they do have to quite, like, they obviously couldn't take that first actress and age. I mean, I guess they could. I mean, they do that stuff. What was that movie, The Irish, where they had Robert De Niro? It was kind of weird looking, though. Like, you could tell there was something weird with his eyes, but it was kind of cool. I mean, I guess they could. Because to me, like, none of the 3 actresses were anywhere near close to each other or anything. Like, none of them looked anything like each other at all. So it was just weird. All right, I'm gonna walk outside and see what's going on. It's really windy outside, and I don't think we can see a damn thing. I think it's pitch black. This is one of those like sweater coats, blanket coats, like a blanket coats, whatever it's called. Yeah, I guess that's why they were in town. It was Labor Day weekend, because that's when I was with my first husband. I was a .commer, so we were in the Bay Area, so they came to Palo Alto, and I guess that's why, because it was Labor Day weekend. I know, that chandelier. I need to make it higher. I need to make it higher. I mean, it's like, look at that. It's like, it's gonna kill me. I mean, I'm probably gonna die right now getting eaten by a freaking mountain lion anyway. So what does that matter? Okay, so if I take you with me, I obviously have to figure out how to get on here. I can't believe you guys are on. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Yeah, and my kids, I swear they never have school. Like they don't have school. They didn't have school yesterday. Today's Saturday now. So this is what happens when you don't like I'm a stay-at-home mom now, so like I never have any perception of time. But they had Friday off and they have Monday off too. Oh, I just put a link on Instagram or no, Twitter to say I was on, and they just had a picture of Mallory. She looks totally different. She cut her hair off. She looks very sophisticated. Wow. Wait, is there? Sorry, I heard. Gosh, I haven't been on Twitter in forever. Oh my gosh. Wow. Mallory looks totally different. I hear something walking around. I freaking hear something walking around. I shit you not. I hear something walking around. Hold on here. Let me close these windows. Why are these windows open? I hear something walking around. I hear something walking around. I'm going to look on the cameras first. Because I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nerved. Why does the camera over there always go out because it doesn't get enough sun? And that's the one I need right now. Let's look at the one over there. I swear I hear things. See, that's the thing. When you live in the boonies, like sometimes it sounds like something's crunching on the like grass, or whatever, like walking around, but it's not. It's just like I hear something. It's creepy. It's so creepy. Okay, I don't think there's anything over there. What if I was looking at this and all at once I saw like a bear just like at the camera? That would be creepy. That would be creepy. Or what if like something just jump scared me? All right, there's no one over there. Okay, let's look on the other side. See, you got to be safe. You got to be safe when you live in the country. You never know. You never know what's going on. You never know. We don't want to go out there and walk straight into the eyesight of a bear or something. I'm really hungry. That thing was good. I'm going to get another one. God damn it. This one always never gets enough sun. Okay. All right, let's look over here. We're going to look on one more. Then we're going to check it out. All right. I got to figure out how to make sure I get. Who are the lurkins? There are 14 watching. I don't know. Who are the lurkers? Who are the lurkers? I don't know. Who's lurking? Who is lurker? Who is lurker? I don't know. Random people up at it's not even 4 o'clock here. I mean, this is the weird thing. It's not even 4 o'clock here. It's like a really random time for me to be on. So it's probably like random people who like are randomly up, who like have no idea who any of us are, is probably the deal. And you just scared 5 of them away. Good job. Deal, you will poo hoo hoo. Good job. You just scared everybody away. Good job. Thank you for that. All right, we can go figure out how to take a walk. It's almost 6:30. See, that's what I figured. All right. I don't see anything walking around anywhere, so I think we're safe. But I think I have to get StreamYard on here. Maybe it's the pigeon crew. Maybe if it's the pigeon crew, I hope they don't poop on my head. That's something that would happen to me. Like strange dumb shit like that happens to me. Like things that would never happen. Like I was telling you guys the other day how like when I'm walking around, I always just if there's anything on the floor, I will walk into it. Even if my body has to go like 5 feet out of the way that way randomly. Hey Susan, how are you? Wait, we're 8 hours different, so it's what? Like 1 in the afternoon for you, right? I think. Let's see if we can get on StreamYard on my phone. And yeah, but look at all the people who left you when you said that. She probably just came here after. Susan, were you here before or after DLU Hoo talked about 14 people and then they all left? Because she said, wonder who the lurkers were, and then like everybody left. Hey, Aaron! Aaron! Oh my God, I was wondering where you were because I hadn't seen you for days. See, you talked about lurkers, and then it went down to 8. Oh, it just went back up to 10. So I think I don't know. Susan and Aaron, were you here before or after? You jinxed us. All right, so I think I can get on here. So let's see. Enter studio. All right, so I'm gonna have to. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Let me do. So there's the outside queen. So why do I hear both? Okay, wait. If I go over here. Okay. Can you hear me? See, I think you hear me. Wait, hold on. There. Okay, now I think I hear. So wait, I gotta turn the camera the other way. I had this problem. I'll just stop talking for a second. Oh, maybe I have to. How do I? Oh, wait. No. I need to figure out how to turn the camera around. Wait, hold on. No. There. Okay, I know how to do this now. Camera. The front. Nope, that's the front. That's the back. Okay. All right, so then I go back. Okay. Oh, I need. Hold on. Okay, here we are. There's my Christmas tree. These are all solar lights, by the way. Solar light. Let me turn this one on. Gosh, it's so small I can't. Hey, Breeze. It's so small I can't. There we go. Shoot. Trying to turn this light off. Turn off light. Gosh darn it. I'm trying to get this light off. There we go. There we go. Now you can. I'm trying to see if you can see. I don't want to be too loud. I don't want to wake anyone up. Oh, shoot. So you can kind of see there's lightness. Like there's the tree. And then there's kind of like a lightness off in the distance there. That's actually clouds. Oh, well, I don't know because I don't want to. Won't anybody inside hear me? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have neighbors. I feel like I'm with my husband or something. I don't know if I would wake him up. Or how he's gonna hear me out here, but that over there, that over there, you can kind of see it. It's the lightness above, there's, like, that, and then, like, right above there, there's lightness. That's actually, the mist coming off of the, ocean. I know! Like, I just ran it was a weird day, I was up, like, all night, and then I had stuff to do, and I was sitting there, and I was like, "I need a break," and I was like, "I'm just gonna go live," and just I don't know, and here I am. So, hey, Breeze. I should be wearing my glasses because I can barely see. But hey, Breeze. Hey, Michelle. How are you? See what else? He's like, there's my son's drum studio. He's got all these solar lights on it. That's a little cool wash basin. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just ran into. See, those are for the solar lights. See, there's the solar lights. It's almost time for the solar lights not to be working very well anymore. You should be turned over. Look how dark it is out here. Look at dark as shit. Like, look at that. It's shit. It's shit. Like, if something was out here to get me, I would never know. I would be gotten and be done. That's a fig tree. Oh, the camera just came on. That's the camera. It spotted me. See, if you want to try and come to my house, that's what's going to happen to you. You're going to trip the cameras. Do you hear that? There's a dog. That's the only one that has lights on, though. It used to have a siren on it, but that one does have lights on it. Scared the shit out of me. I guess that's a good thing then, huh? Because that does scare you when the light suddenly turns on you. Why do I keep hearing something? What if something all of a sudden, what if all of a sudden you saw something in the room, like stand up and start walking out of the room, like coming to get me? How much would you guys be shitting yourselves? Is that a garden? Um, those things there, there used to be, oh, yeah, they used to be railroad ties. We made like little gardens out of railroad ties. I'm just walking down the hill. This is a solar thing for the pool. This is a tree that we were cutting. This is my son's drum studio. Please take off your shoes. See, that thing's supposed to be motion censored and go off. Why is it not going off? That thing should be going off. See, that thing should be going off. That's motion censored. But that's his drum studio. And That's just down the back 40. The property goes all the way down. There's a studio. So we made a studio this way. So it's got windows there. It needs paint and everything, but look, the hill doesn't look like it's all that, like all that slanted. But look at the slant of the deck we had to make. That was quite a slant. You wouldn't think that, would you? Would you? But it is. But look, if I take that away, look how freaking dark it is out here. Freaking dark. Sam's not in the garage. That's my son's studio right back there. That's my son's studio. And the garage is up there. There's the house. There's the garage where Sam should be. There's some sheds over there. Sam is inside in the guest bedroom, laying in bed, being a bum. Sam totally connived us. Oh, I'm a feral cat. I'm so wild. And then I turned out. So there's my son's studio. See, it's like imagine if we had like and look, the deck is so tall. Imagine if we had like 2 or 3 of those, and then like a glamping with like a shower in it. You'd like rent them out. But yeah, and then the property goes way that way. I heard something just going like crank, crank, crank. Anybody scared for me? Like, what if I just like get taken away? Like the movie. What was that movie? That scary, scary movie. Um, the where at the end the person was in the corner talking to themselves. Aaron, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Aaron. How old are you? 20? Those are for tomatoes because there was a garden up there. There was a garden up there at one point, but we haven't used it in a while. Right, I'm just walking around this thing and then walking back. Oh, wait till you see this cool thing. This thing's cool. This is the pump's not on, but it's a little wash basin, and it'll pump water out of the thingy right there. And then, because if you're a drummer, your hands get all nasty, right? Susan, it's your birthday. Wait, whose birthday is it? It's Susan's birthday and Michelle, because I can't, it's Blair Witch, yeah. So it's both your birthdays? Because I'm trying to read, and it's really tiny on my phone. Wow, happy birthday, the two of you. Happy birthday. I'll have to put something on Discord once we get back. Wait, listen, do you hear something? Sounds like there's something like. What if you all once saw something's eyes like glaring back at you? Would you shit your pants? Yeah, you hear something down there. Do you hear it? I'm not crazy, right? 217. I love how you do that backwards. I love how you do that backwards. I don't know why I'm whispering. Sounds almost like a frog. I don't know why that chair is there. Makes me look so freaking ghetto. I'm so ghetto. So ghetto. I hear something down here. Hey, Grits. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably filming my own death. That's what I'm doing. But like a lot of these trees are the way they are from the snow last year. Like this tree is all bent. That's all from not being able to hold the snow last year when it was like 18 inches. I am 1972, so I'm 51. I hear something right down in there. Do you hear something? You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a deer almost, like the way it's walking, like the doom to doom movement. Oh, I heard you guys all met. That sounds so fun. I heard you guys met, like in person. And like if something happened to me, like those lights, like that's the only other houses around. Like they're pretty far away. I'm pretty screwed if something bad happens. That was a frog. I heard a frog. Did you hear the frog? We used to have a family of frogs. We called them like Lily, Willy, Billy, and Tilly. I think it was just a frog. All right, I'm going back into safety. Going back into safety. I swear I hear something walking right over there. And it sounds like how a deer would sound, like, the way they're like their little feet would make the like thump thumps. No, I don't know. I hear something and then I don't. We're gonna go back to safety. I got my big boots on here though, so and it was raining, so everything's all like muddy and oh, jeez, jeez, Louisa. And that freaking camera keeps coming on. You camera, actually, it's helpful. Provides light for me. Okay, we're gonna go back to safety. Where am I at? I'm at my freaking house about to die. I'm just being a doofus. Going back to safety. Going back to safety. Okay. We're going back to safety. Here. Now I got two of me. I made it. I survived. There. I made it. Hold on. I gotta turn this off. Nope. What's making noise? You're making noise. For you, I just have to go away. There. I made it. Dude. That was kind of like, is Wee Frosty here? Because it's always her birthday. Dude, that was a fun little adventure. See? And the only reason I did it was because I have my gun with me. I wouldn't do it without my Glock. My Glockenspiel. But I swear, I could hear, you guys probably couldn't hear it, but I could hear something like, I could hear like the hoof, like hoof. It sounded like hoofs, hoof marks, hoof badges. But anyway, happy birthday, Aaron. Happy birthday, Susan. We'll put something, I'll put something, no, I wish she was here. You wish she was where? Oh my God. that was kind of a slightly sketch, I have to say. Boots and Glocks. I do have some cute boots on. I got some furry boots on. I got my Glock on, and I got extra magazines. Always got to have your extra magazines. Got extra magazines here. Always got it. You can't show a gun on YouTube. So I can't show you, but I got my Glockenspiel. See? Badass. With a chandelier. See? That's queenly. Glock with a chandelier. Busting over my head. I forgot I had this on. I could have had that on the whole time. What a dum-dum head. I could have had this going the whole time. Like, that's the whole reason I put batteries in it before we left. What a freaking idiot I am sometimes. I swear to God. I'm an idiot sometimes. Like, I purposely put those batteries in so I could have that on, so I could see, so I didn't have to carry that stupid thing. I forgot I even had it. Why? That's why it reminded me of that singer, Viking Barbie. Oh my God. I still got to go up and check and see if you're still on when I get back. I might still be on. I like talking to you guys. It is fun. Oh my God. It's Saturday. I just realized it's Saturday. Like, I have no concept of time because my kids have been really sick. Like, the whole town has been really sick since Christmas. Like, everybody's been sick. So, like, when the kids aren't in school and stuff, bye, Michelle. And when the kids aren't in school and stuff, I should close the door. When the kids aren't in school and stuff, it's like I get totally, like, off tracked. You know? Off tracked. There's some good. Guess I can take my gun holster off. I guess I can take this off. See, the last night, it's Saturday afternoon here. It is 4:16 a.m. It's not even 5 o'clock here. It's not even 5 in the morning. See, that's why I was like, so like the day before was like the worst day ever. Like, you guys got the members video if you remember. It's the worst day ever, and I stayed up all night. And then so yesterday I fell asleep right after dinner. And so then when I woke up at like midnight, I was like, I'm like so awake at like, and I have so much stuff to do. And I have so much stuff to do. So I was like, well, I'll just get up. Like, I've already had a normal like amount of sleep. Because when you go to bed at like 6 p.m., and you wake up at like 1, like I had plenty of sleep. So I was like, I'll just go down and do my thing. But see, people make fun of me about my Glock, but you never know. Like I'm gonna do a series. So I'm gonna make a trailer for the channel because I'm totally gonna change it up to have like sections, like different sections. Like, we'll still keep some of the like comedy-ish things, but Dawn is breaking here. Is just Dawn breaking there, or is it just Dawn? Get it? But I was talking to my husband about my channel last night, and he usually doesn't watch me or anything. So he watched the shit little skit. I don't know if any of you guys watched it. It was like the Ode to Mr. Leahy shit skit. And he was like, "You're really funny." And I was like, "You've been married to me for almost 20 years, and you just realized I'm fucking funny now? Like, you didn't realize that before? That's fucking hilarious, dude." Like, this is a great thing. I'm all about the Second Amendment. No one wants to come in this house uninvited to believe it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've never started a fight, and I have never, well, I've killed snakes, but I would never be, that's how I was taught. You don't do things first. But once thing, like I remember my grandfather telling me, like, you never start a fight, but you always end it. And I was like, okay. I need to. My husband probably wouldn't watch mine either. Watch your what? Your videos or your guns? Yeah, but he doesn't he didn't really watch me, but like he used to he loves Mr. Oh the shit skit. Yeah, like he loves the Trailer Park Boys. Like after we lost our first baby, we spent the entire summer smoking pot, drinking white wine, and like watching the Trailer Park Boys. And so he was watching it and he's like, you're really funny. I was like, thanks, glad you noticed. Glad you finally noticed, honey bunny. Love you too. What a shithead. See, now I hear all the wind. We have like a storm advisory in effect for like, look at that. Look at this thing. What am I getting? I don't know. Exactly. They tried to steal your carb? What do you mean your carb? Your carburetor? Like someone, oh, your car? Someone tried to steal your actual car? Holy shit. That's not, no, that would, you know what's funny? Like, okay, so you see where I live. Nobody locks their cars here. Like, so what happened? So what were you home at the time? Like, that's scary. Were you home when it happened, or did you just see it and like, that's why I pretty much everyone up here has cameras. Oh, so you weren't home? Thank God. See, that's the thing. Like, we don't, like, nobody locks, like, most people don't even lock their doors here because, like, you know, like, why? Oh, you were there? That's scary. You would think they would be smart enough to realize certain times of the day are like, especially you get ready for work like early. So, like, you'd probably be home at that time. So, or maybe they thought you would just be so like asleep that like it was so early that you wouldn't hear them or something like that. I don't know. But that's pretty dumb to like all cars have stuff on them now that you can find them. Yeah, and everybody has cameras. I mean, and if one house doesn't, another house does. So it's like, how are you can't, I was thinking about it. Like, if you commit a crime now, like you've gotta like if I was gonna do something, I would have to put on a different colored wig, wear some kind of shoes that make me a different height, practice a different gait, walking style, and like, walk like, do, like so do something so it's like, they can't get you on like, you'd have to, you'd have to totally change your appearance. So it wouldn't be like, oh, exactly. See, like you can't walk around like this. Like, imagine if I just went up to my neighbor's house and just like, oh, there's who it is. You have to be smart about it. Yeah, you'd have to drive a different car where you're going. Good morning, Magpie. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking about this. I think I was watching some Netflix series. And which was it? But it was like, that's how they got him, And I was like, everybody has camera. Like, you can't do anything. You have to go old school. Like, we have an old school 1992 BMW. It's like, you got to take that thing, but you got to like get that stuff to like overlay over it so it's like a different color. So it's not, like you have to go through a lot of hoops not to get nabbed for things. Oh, I would be pissed. Damn. Well, thank God you have insurance. But yeah, it's like you can't take, like, most cars do have the immobilizer thing. And like my car, I have a mom car. I have a like an X5. And I think like that has a total GPS thing. It stops your car, and they'll just come on and say hello to you. Hi. You know, it has a little button and it says SOS. I would be mad too. I'd be like, it's like, it's what's the word? Here's my brain going. It just feels violating. You feel violated. Like someone would try and take your shit. Like I would just feel so violated, you know? Like I've never had anybody steal any, you know, I've never had anybody break into anything. Gosh, I'm thinking. I don't think I've ever had anybody do anything. I'm trying to think. I've never had anybody steal a car. I did have a phantom shitter though. I did have someone who used to shit on my car in college. But it was in the winter, and it was like, so you just go, you know, it's hard. So like, what's your point, you dum-dum? But I had a I'll tell the story. Maybe like the next live, I'll tell the story. But I had a phantom shitter when I was at Penn State. I had a phantom shitter. He used to shit on my car. It's a long, weird story, and I just don't feel like but I had a phantom shitter. But I would feel so violated. Like the thought of someone else like in my stuff or like in my house. Why is my camera so it makes me look like it's too bright or something? It's like getting bright or something. It's gonna be day soon. But yeah, I'm sorry. That must feel horrible. I had to have the immobilizer installed. Kia never installed, and that's why they're getting stolen. Oh, I didn't know. Well, they can track you. I mean, criminals are just dumb. Like when we had the fires up here. I will. You send me the video. You send me. That's horrible. That would make me so mad. Like that would make me so mad. But I mean, I don't know how you think you're going to get away with any of these things. Like with everything being the way it is. Like how do you think you're really going to get away with that? Like you're just dumb. But it's like, but nobody locks their, like I don't even know where my house keys are. I don't even know if I have house keys anymore. Like to be quite honest with you, like nobody locks anything around here because nobody can find our house if they try. Nobody can find our house even when they try. Like I said something earlier where like if the UPS guy like, you know, is sick that day, you know, and so the backup UPS guy comes, we're not getting our stuff because no one can find our house. Like if you don't happen like already been here, you know, and it's like, and even if you do find it, it's like there's cameras everywhere. The moment you step on, you're getting dinged and you're done for. I just heard something walking around outside. And I know everybody made all the jokes about when I said, like, you know, like the pig farms and chippers and stuff. But I mean, you know. I hear something walking around behind me outside. You know what? They told you they would be back. Why would they be back? Why do you think they would be back? I hear something. I would think. I hear something. I hear something. Well, the way I figure it is if somebody wants to steal your shit, they're going to steal your shit. Like the whole back of my house is like windows for the view. So if you really want to get into my house, you break a window. I mean, you know, if you really want to get into a car, you know, if somebody really wants your shit, they're going to get your shit. So it's not locked. If you want to try and take it, go ahead. But you're going to be on a million cameras and you're going to get hit the country way. Because it's a small town and people don't like that. See, I would think that it would be the opposite, that they would know that you knew that they tried, and they would know that you, like, like, they knew. But that would piss me off. See, but the funniest thing is, like, if you just saw where I live, like, I don't have cameras on my property for people. I have cameras on my property for critters, you know? Oh, yeah, I would too. Oh, I would too. Growing up, everyone left their doors unlocked. Oh, yeah. Like, if I lived in town, like, I probably would lock everything, and I still would have cameras. But up here, it's like, if you come all the way up here, like, it's so desolate, like, it's like in town, people are going to hear if they break glass and stuff. So, like, if you have stuff a little bit locked, no one's even going to try because it's going to be so loud. Here, you could bring a bulldozer and bulldoze into my house and no one would hear you. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you want to try something, go ahead and try it. But I got cameras. You're on the camera, and then there's a whole town of people who are going to be on your ass after that. I would be pissed too. I would be pissed too. Oh, if I got woken up to see a human and not an animal on the camera, oh, I would be so mad. I would be so mad. I would be mad. Really mad. Yeah, our cameras are really sensitive. But we have them for like, for the animals mainly, and for fires and stuff. Like, we don't have them for people. Like, never see a person here. I have them for animals and stuff like that. And it's cute. I gotta turn this down. Like, sometimes, like, I'll have to put some of the videos on Discord, but like, for a while we had like this group of jackrabbits. They were so adorable. And and then we'll have like kitties, and then like raccoons and skunks are so cute because they go they'll like go in a system. So, like, the youngest ones go first, so they make sure that the youngest ones eat and are taken care of. So the youngest ones go first, and then the teenagers, and then like and it's cute how you see them go like in order. It's kind of sweet. But like, we used to have when we first moved here, we had a lot of outside cats, so I had food that would be like outside, and we used to have every night they would come like in an order. It would be like, first the coonies would come. No, the coonies would come last. First the possums would come, then the coonies would come, and then the possums, the skunks, then the coonies. That's what it was. I was like, what? There's something else that comes. What else is it? It's the skunks. Skunks are cute. Skunks are super cute. No, I don't see anything. See, this is how remember my crazy best friend? Oh, foxes are cute. There was the last time that we had something, they were over there, and I couldn't tell if it was a fox or a coyote, like, based on the picture. And so one night I was in here and I saw them, and so I just went around so I could like see them in person. And when I saw them in person, it was like it was a tiny red fox. But have you ever heard red foxes scream? Because they sound like babies. They sound like babies crying. There was one night we were like laying, and it sounded like there was a baby like in the backyard, like crying. And looked it up, and it's like, that's the fox. That's what they do. But this is how I saw. Remember when I had my crazy house guest? Like, the night that she left and she made a mess, and I was up till 3 a.m. cleaning her shit up and packaging the rest of her shit that she left. And I put it all in bags outside. And then I thought about it, and I was like, she has to work, and she needs her like hair dryer stuff, and it was all in the stuff that I had. So I knew she was coming back. So I kind of was half awake. And then at 5 in the morning, it was like, ding. And I looked, and there's her car coming up. I was like, dumb bitch coming back. I can take my boots off. But that's how I saw her coming, which thank God it was like the first day that my husband was starting vacation, and he would have been so mad if he was waking up by her banging at the door. I was like, are you really going to come to my house and bang on my door or ring a doorbell at 5 in the morning and wake the whole house up after your performance the night before? Like, really? So thank God I saw her, and I went up the stairs and like got her. She was like just about to knock. And I opened the door, and I was like, your shit's down there outside the door. I had already sent her a text and told her that. So she wouldn't, I was like, I don't come knocking at my door. Just go around the back, So it's like she should have already known that, but I was just like, get your shit and just get the fuck off. Oh, that's so cute. We had so over there, we have a fig tree, and we used to have people come and actually like restaurants come and actually take the figs because we would have so many figs. And out here, figs are like 50 cents a fig. Like, I shit you not. Don't want to be in the eye of the shitnado. But seriously, they're like 50 cents a my God, my brain. They're like 50 cents a fig. So like, if you go to the store and you get like a little thing of figs, like it's like $10 for a little thing of figs. So like we used to have like several different restaurants that would come up and like, because it's just, this thing's huge. But the foxes came for a while, but they don't come now, but they were coming when the figs were dropping, and they were coming and eating the figs, the leftover figs. And they came for a while and then they would leave. They were cute. But I think they'll mess you up. I think they can mess you up pretty bad. Lynn, you said you texted me or you emailed me. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. So just so I think pretty much everyone here, you guys are all in Discord. I'm gonna change Discord. Like there's too many rooms, and everyone pretty much just uses like one or two things anyway, so I'm gonna change things. I'm gonna change things around. We're gonna change it up. So I think I'm gonna try and do that today. I never figured out how to merge. I kept finding things that would say, here's how you can merge but I never could figure out how to do it. So that's fine. We're just gonna get rid of shit. Gonna get rid of shit. You know what I've been really, really into? Shark videos. Like sharks going after people videos. Don't know why. Maybe because I'm a weirdo. I don't know. That might have become obvious to people when I'm like walking around outside with a Glock. I'm a weirdo. But anyway, yeah, that's what I've been into, like strange stuff like that. I get onto really weird things. Damn, that's so much why I wasn't around for days. I saw you sent me an email, but I haven't like read my emails yet. I am not good with emails. Like I will see them and I'll be like, okay, I need to go back and read my email, and then I'll totally forget about it. I'm really bad about it. Like if you like, Discord is a better way to say something to me. Like, because I will always check something on Discord, or was it on Discord? Was it Discord or was it an email? I don't remember anything in Discord. Sometimes what I do, this is bad. Sometimes, like if you ever like try to like go like say something to me and I don't get back to you and it's like weird, like just say it again. Because sometimes I'll like notice that I have something and I'll like go to read it and start and then like not finish, and then I'll forget. And so then it's just, I'm going to use the excuse that I have brain damage. I do though. because when I was in a coma, I didn't get oxygen. I legally died. I was pronounced dead. But I can't use it as an excuse. What was I doing? You got to get an ultrasound. Ugh. Hold on. Wait, I do think I remember reading something. You know, after I was in the coma, and then after that I was in like a psychotic state for like a week. Like they're like, who's the president? And I was like, George Bush. Like I didn't know anything, and I thought like the nurses were like weird things happened. I remember you writing me now. I remember it now. I'm sorry. I remember now. I did read it. My memory is horrible. That's one of the things that like I didn't notice it obviously, but about 2 years after the coma, I noticed my memory is shit. And then okay, Lynn, and then I have trouble with things in orders. So like if you have A, B, and C, like I just can't sometimes put them in order of what, it's like what happened first, second, third. Ugh. And then I just, if I like start something and don't finish it, like I'll complete, like my kids will ask me for something and I'll say, okay. And if I don't go and do it, it'll be like 2 hours later and they're like, I'll be like, if a reasonable amount of time goes by and I haven't done whatever or gotten back to you, then just realized I brain farted it and just tell me again. I think I remember now. I'm sorry. Well, just see what the ultrasound says and then go from there. That's all you can do. But I'm glad you got some meds and are feeling better. My husband went to a pain clinic because he has really bad problems. And hey Jesse, and they implanted this thing and they wouldn't even give him like anything. Like he's like, can I have something for like this minute? I'm in pain. And they're really assholes. They're like really assholes. Well, you're not planning on having any more kids anyway, right? I wouldn't mind having it. Well, have you gone through menopause? I can't remember if you haven't. I would love to have had a hysterectomy. Like I would love to be done with all. Like I went through menopause, but if I hadn't, I would love to like be able to just be done with it if I wasn't already done. How are you, Jesse? He's got a post. Yeah, if you like, if something is in Discord, I had one that burst and landed me. Oh my god. Ugh. I can't imagine. I had a friend who had a tubular pregnancy. That was excruciating. I'm trying to find. Oh, I remember something that I said I was going to do, and I better write it down or I will forget. That's the other thing. If I don't write things down, I will never remember them. I have to have lists. You haven't gone through. Well, I guess you usually don't go through menopause until you're late into your 50s, huh? I went into menopause so I had my second son, and so if you do have a hysterectomy, it'll be like you'll just instantly be like through that whole process and done. So it actually might make your life easier. But I had my second son, and then I never had a period again after that. Like I think I had two. Like, it's this period of time goes by where you have nothing and then you start again. And I think I had two, maybe three, and then that was it. That was it. Never had another one. I was 40 years old. That was it. So he literally was probably like my last good egg. Like, because probably why I probably had no more eggs after that. But Yeah, I've heard that's very painful, both of those. So, ugh. Oh, I hated the worst was I carried around a fan. Like I had it yesterday. Where was it? I think it's under here because I was charging. I have a hand fan. Where is it? I thought I just had it right around here. But anyway, I had a hand fan that I would carry with me everywhere I went. So if I like I don't, you know me, I don't care what I look like, like I come on here without any makeup. I don't care what I look like. Think I care what I look like in public? So I'd be like standing in line at the grocery store, like holding my hand fan, like in the middle of winter, it's not even like it's summer, and people would just be looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, okay. Usually if people would look at me, I'd be like, I'm having a hot flash, I'm having menopause. I know it's early, but yeah, I'm having early menopause. And then people would get all embarrassed. They go, oh, okay, I wasn't looking at you for that. Yes, you were. You know you were. You were just looking at me thinking, why does that weird girl have a fan that she's holding in front of her face? You were thinking it, so now you know. So yeah. But with the fan then I wasn't. I was fine. Like I remember for like that isn't a fart, by the way. That's my little shoe. I think for like a year, I think I was uncomfortable for like a year, maybe two. But I had to sleep with the fan on like 24/7. Like when I was at work at my desk, I had a fan sitting right there. When I went to bed, I had like a TV tray with a fan right there. Like I always had to have a fan on me, like all the time. I better plug my phone back in just in case. Where's the phone cord? Um, yeah, I always had a fan on me, like 24/7. I always had a fan, no matter what. What is that? Don't you hate it when you think I sleep with your window open lately? I know my husband's like he would hate that. He would be like he'd always like, can we turn the fan off? And I'd be like, no, we can't. Sorry. Why are there lights on those? That's so weird. I don't know. Weird me. I'm looking at I get addicted to looking at the cameras. I don't know why. I get addicted to them. It's really cool. I don't know why people didn't think about them earlier. Like they're a pretty cool damn thing to have. Like I mean it's awesome. Like my one friend, he he's like, I don't like to just pop over. And I'm like, and he's like the only person that I allow to do the pop over. Like I am an anti pop over person. Like don't just pop over at my house. I won't come to the door. And I told him, I said, you're the only person that like I actually will like open the door for if they pop over. I'm like, but you know me, like if the doorbell rings or whatever, I look at the camera and I see who it is, and like unless it's this one person, usually I just like ignore them. Like I'm like, and I told him that I was like, you know what? If I was like, come anytime, and if I don't want to see you, I won't open the door. It's as easy as that. Because when I hear a knock, I will look, and if I don't want to talk to you, I just won't open the door. So just come whenever you want. It's simple. But I do hate pop-ins. I've always hated pop-ins. I'm like, and I don't know. I'm an anti. There's just like there's two types of people who like some people think your pee smells like corn, and some people think corn's that thing, or is it what is it? Some people think I don't know. But anyway, there's two kinds of people. There's people who think the pop-in is okay, and people think the pop-in is not okay. I don't think the pop-in is okay. I'm not a fan of the pop-in. What was I going to do? Oh my God. Do you know what I was just looking at before I got on here? This, because I just pulled up the tab for some dumb reason. Oh, wait, I got to write down what I was going to write down. See, this is how my brain goes, so I forget everything. That girl, Lacey Fletcher, who was found like she had like melted into the couch. Like she literally melted into the couch. You guys heard that story? It's nasty. She literally was like fused with the couch. And I'm one of those gross people who I don't mind looking at the pictures. Like my husband's like, how can you look at that stuff? Like I went to medical school. I like dealt with dead bodies. Like it doesn't bother me, like stuff like that. But yeah, it's funny. Like I can take anybody else's. I could never take my own blood. I could never. I can't do needles with me. I can do a needle with anybody else, but a needle with me, which cracking asses. Oh my God, mind blown on that one. That's horrible that I just went from that place to that place, but oh my God, I just kind of found out about that a few days ago. That's like horrible. Like horrible. I mean, I feel horrible for their family. That's just, but you know what the worst is? I think the worst is when everybody is calling you out and they're complete strangers. And like there's sometimes it's like people used to say stuff about me, but I mean like come on. Like obviously it was like not true. Like it's like obviously. But I mean like when people saying stuff about him, them, like it was kind of like there was that one video where you could kind of tell she was like over here chopping something up and like, you know, it's like sometimes there's like some seeming truth to what people are saying and maybe you should pay attention to them. Like remember that one time with Buddy? You could like see him and he was like you could totally see him. Oh my God, I can't do. I can't do needles with myself. I can't. I mean, I like I had one of my cats had diabetes, and like so I had to give him insulin shots twice a day. I was fine doing that. Couldn't have done that to myself. But oh, that's what I was saying about my husband being in pain. Like like would you ever do that to a diabetic? Like we're not going to give you enough insulin so that you like really are okay, but we're just going to make it so you don't die. We're not going to give you enough insulin so you like can like feel good and have like good numbers and be like really part of society. We're just going to give you enough so you don't die. Like you would never do that. Like you would never do that. Like I don't know. Like it's like how do you know all these people? Like a lot of people fucked up a long time ago. That's why they are the way they are now about it. So it's like, maybe people won't fuck up like other people fucked up. Like maybe you should give other people. I don't know, but I just felt so bad. He got this thing implanted, and he just was in such pain, and it was like, not horrible. I'm trying to see. I was going to show you. You probably don't want to see it. I was earlier. I was looking for a picture of that girl. Like she was melted into her couch. She was melted into her couch. Like that's bad. Oh, you probably don't want to see it. It's pretty gross. It's pretty freaking gross. I don't know. I don't know how people do some things to other people that they're supposed to love. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Like people are mean, and people are meaner to their own people than anybody else. Like people treat their family worse than they would ever treat like their friends, because it's like their friends won't leave them, but like their their family won't leave them, but their friends might leave them, so they just like don't care. They're like, whatever, you're fine. I don't care about you. Well, I was trying to find one thing. Ashley Banfield did a show about it. Oh my God, Ashley Banfield. You know what I remember from Ashley Banfield is she was a complete nobody during the whole 9/11 stuff. And my husband at the time, he was a gamer, and like big time. And so he was the type who he would stay up all night, and then he would be in bed, during the day. So, he was usually up a lot of the night. So I remember it was like maybe 4 a.m. our time, and he saw the news. Like he just happened to have the news on in the background, and he saw the plane hit the first, and he woke me up right like like as it was hitting, because he was like, and I remember watching the news live when somebody was talking to somebody, and in the background they had the towers, and I remember there being like, what is that plane doing? Why is that plane so close to the second building? Is that plane going to hit the second building? Oh my God. And so I saw that whole thing live. Well, yeah. No. I don't even, friend is a very interesting word in YouTube. Like I was saying the other day, like you can have friends on YouTube, but you have to vet them like 10 times as much as you would have to vet someone in the real world. I don't know. Then it's probably because like in the real world, you see like that someone like, do they go to church on Sunday, and then do they go to their family's house, and then do they, da 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 da, and then do they send their kids to school on Monday, and do they, like do they have a nice normal life, or do they live with their parents and they're 30 and mom brings down food and they don't even clean their own room, and it's just, are they a bum or are they normal? You never know. My brother woke me up for the second plane. Yeah, I was like I was sitting there with him, and he was kind of looking like off to the side, like as the first plane hit, and then he bumped me and told me, and I was like looking at the first plane, because there was some interview, someone was interviewing, and I just remember seeing it in the background, thinking like, gosh, that plane's getting really close to that other building. Like I think he's really gonna do it and really gonna hit it. My eyes are getting tired. Do you ever do that where you stay up like late, and then your eyes just get tired? So yeah. People on YouTube is an interesting place because you can be whoever you want to be. So people on YouTube act as how they would like to be perceived. And they put that foot forward to the people who they feel also want that. So they try and like stick within their peoples, but like yeah, I mean like I could write a book on asshole women. But it's hard. You can find good people. But like in the real world, where you wouldn't really even meet someone unless you already kind of had like a good enough amount of stuff in common to be friendly with each other. Like here you just meet people randomly, so you have no idea, and you don't see them like in the real world. You see where do they go to church on Sunday, and then do they go to their family's house, and you see them step by step. You don't just see them when they put one side, like the side they want to show to people on, and that's what I don't know. Discord is an eye opener. Some people you realize are the same that I don't want you to see. See, I've never understood why people like screenshot discords and do like it's just so childish. Like so childish. Yeah, you can find your group of people. You just have to vet them very well. And once you find them, you probably will be friends for like forever. Like I have my best friend Melissa, like no matter what we go through, shoot, like it doesn't matter. She will and I mean that, and I will show we both show that in how we treat each other, and we don't do the I'm sorry, but I hate that. Like that is like if you're gonna say but, just don't even start. Like just don't even start saying anything. Like I learned after Hopi that definitely how to vet people and have my guard up. So it takes a lot to get me to a point where I start letting my guard down. You know what I mean? Like my threshold is so high, it's not even funny. Like it, you know, but you just never know. I mean, you just never know. I mean, but I will say, and I've told Lynn this too, all of the people who have like turned into assholes to me or like fucked me over or whatever, like I always had a sense about them the entire time. Like the entire time I kind of had like this somewhat uneasy feeling about them kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I think too, ow, I'm just not comfortable in this chair right now. I think too, you have to like, you have to trust your gut. Like you really have to trust your gut. And you have to be strong because sometimes our gut says tell someone to fuck off and we don't want to be mean. We think that's mean. Like it's not mean to protect yourself. It's mean for someone else to fuck you over, but it's not mean that you know what I mean? And I think a lot of people are afraid to stand up for themselves and say something. And like people will be mad at them or something for it. Which if someone's mad at you, like if someone ever questions, like if your friendship, it's like, and you can't just understand that they're just being cautious for a good reason and to answer their question and move on, then you're not a real friend at all. Yeah, I heard you guys like all met together. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's how like I feel like I've come back and the group of people that I knew like no longer is around anymore. Oh, turn you on your hot. Like it's really weird. Like like the group of people I knew is no more. Like there are a few people individually left, yes, but as far as like that group, it like no longer exists like that. And that's sad, but you gotta expect it sometimes. Like sometimes you have to expect it. I don't know. But it's us women. It's so much of it is like us women. Like why do we women do that to each like I don't know. I've been thinking about that concept lately. About like why do people do the things they do? Like like why people do strange things. I gotta take my gun belt off. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my camera. Here, hold on. I'm gonna take my gun belt off. Hold on. There. Ugh, I gotta take my gun belt off here. Can't show. Hey, same shit. Same shit, dumb shit, kangaroo shit, bullshit, hang shit. Amber Heard, turd. I gotta take my gun belt off. You can't show guns on YouTube. Like, you get in big time trouble if you show arms, guns, armory, whatever you want to call it. So hold on, let me just put this way over here. am I so clumsy? That's so annoying that I'm so clumsy. Ah, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just clumsy as shit. Hit my knee. Ugh. Ow. Ow. Well, I don't know. So, you mean the jerks? I don't know anything about we or Pearl. I have not gotten to that. I have been getting parts of the story, but I've not heard the story of the jerks and anything happening with, like, I saw someone said something, I think, about we today, and I didn't understand what they meant, but I guess something went down. I don't know. Did Pearl and oh my god, I can't talk. Did we and Pearl have a outing? Did the pearl come out of the oyster a wee bit? I'm confused. Or are you talking what happened with the whole jerks and what's her face? Because I haven't heard anything other than, the one chick, what's her face, that was lying, and they stood up for her, and she was lying, and it turned out she was lying, and then that was that. Something like that. I don't know. And there's just, I just want to stay out of that kind of shit. Like, I would like to do skits like my shit skit. Like, that's funny, and I think that talks about something that's going on. Like, you're not allowed to have opinions. So that's like a little skit on talking about opinions, and it's funny. But it doesn't, like, I don't want to talk about people, because people can't handle it. You can't say anything to a person anymore. You cannot say anything to a person anymore that might hurt their feelings, even if it's true. Does not matter. You can say your shoe is untied, and they will, like, say you're, I don't know, something, you're doing something bad. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. All right. I just didn't know if I, like, missed something. But, like, you can't say anything to anybody about anything that, even if they misconstrue it and they're completely wrong, it doesn't matter. So it's like, I don't even, I don't care about your phone dropped and took forever to get back on. Yeah, I was wondering why you were quiet for a while. Oh my god. It's funny. But it's just, it's so, like, I don't know. Like, so I feel like an old lady saying it, but, like, this world is just not the same. It's just not the same way as the world that I knew when I was younger. I feel like an old person saying that. Like, but it's true. Like, I feel like things are different now. Ow, I really hit my knee hard. Oh my gosh. Ow. Oh my god. Sometimes people change or show you who they are. You know what I say? When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Because all of the people who, I gotta get my nails redone. All of the people who have turned out to be assholes to me were, like, at some point pretty quick, like, I had this question about, like, I just had this feeling or this sense. And sometimes it's hard when, like, you're friends with someone, nothing bad has ever happened, they're friends with your friends, everything's all great, and then you're gonna just come in and be like, hey, do you guys think that this person is a and then it just, like, blow everything up. So sometimes you, like, don't want to say anything. You'd rather not. And who wouldn't? Like, who wants to really know that their friend is not their friend? Like, you want to believe that your friends are your friends. Also, because you take it personally. You think, oh, if they don't want to be my friend, it's because I'm not good enough, or, I've done something to be their friend. You know what I mean? Hey, Matt, how are you? I can't believe I'm up right now. Did you hear what I said, Matt, about, what did I say? I said something. I gave some life advice. Oh, what was it? What was my life advice? I gave some good life advice. I can't remember what it was now. Are there like that because they've actually done something behind your back and have guilty conscience and do sketchy things themselves? Yeah. Who knows why? I mean, it's not that hard to be a good person. It really isn't. It's just be kind to your neighbor and act how you want to be treated and treat people how you want to be treated, and it's not that hard. There's not much you have to do to be a decent human being. Like, there really isn't. It's not like, I don't know. Yet still it's hard for some people. Remember my old beautiful disaster? And who was it? Was it Widow who, like, in the video about your, like, oh, what was it? It was a little 3-minute one from like a couple days ago. I forget what it was about. Damn it. Shoot. Now everything I was thinking about in my head was, oh, so they said they like the dark hair. And I almost like didn't want to say, like, that's not really my hair. Like, I haven't changed my hair. Because I think that was the first time they'd seen me since I'd come back. Oh, I got something in my eye. And, oh my God. I got something in my eye. And, like, it's got one of my hairs. And, of course, you can't see them. Oh, YouTube loyalty. Hold on. I'm going to turn my camera off because then I got to look in that camera. And I'm going to lean forward and you're all going to see down my shirt. So, hold on. But yes, exactly. YouTube loyalty. I don't think YouTube loyalty. Oh my God, what is in my eyeball? I don't think YouTube loyalty exists. Is there a thing called YouTube loyalty? I mean, fuck. If there is, I've never seen it. I mean, I will say, ow, I think I got it. Oh, man. Like, I think I have maybe, I could count on a few fingers people who I actually trust in here and who actually I think are good, loyal people. It's like a very short list, I would definitely say. Hold on. Oh my gosh, that was way better. Oh, I got Visine. Oh my God. Now I'm going to look like I'm crying. Oh my God. Oh, now it's going to look like I'm crying. Oh my gosh. Ow. Oh, that's way better though. That's way better though. All right. Oh my gosh. I put Visine in my eye, so if I look like I'm crying, I'm not. I'm just so sad over everything. Okay. I did a little Visine. What are you still mad about, Matt? Oh, burning your bread. Well, you know how to just go and get all the burnt stuff off, right? Did you just go like that? Is that what you're talking about? Your burnt bread? Because that's what I always do when, like, I do something and I show something to my kids, and they're like, "That's too burnt." You know, people generally call themselves out. I mean, I don't know if Matt's ever heard me say it, but my grandfather used to call them tell nuggets. You give someone a little nugget of information, and then you see who they tell. And I did that all the time on YouTube. And I was like, after the Hopi thing, I was like, I think everybody I encountered who wanted to be friends with me, I like kind of would give. I'm looking for a hairbrush because I want to comb my hair but I keep my hat off. I would kind of like have a little test for, you know, because I was like, all right, like I'm not just gonna blindly trust, you know. I like, you know, and then like it's funny because they're like all the people, you know, that like then I would meet someone who I would be like, you know, I have a sense about this person. I have some weird sense about this person. And then that person would fucking, and I was like, see, I just, you gotta trust your gut. You gotta trust your gut. What do you mean the scrape days are over? Why can't you scrape anymore? You're too cool to scrape your burnt bread? Like what? You're like too cool for school? Like, well, I just get another piece. I'm too cool. I'm just going to use that bread over. Blah, 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 blah. It's scrape. Shit. Scrape her all the time. I was sure her wig was going to come off when she was brushing. Whose wig? Me? This isn't a wig. The red thing was a wig. Wait, who are you talking about? I don't know what anyone is talking about. If you're talking about me or not. Are you talking about me? Which wig? I mean, this isn't real hair. I mean, it is real hair. I mean, like, but it's not my real. But these are tape-ins. But that was the red thing was a wig, the original one. Oh, but Widow was like, oh, I love the dark hair, and you know. But I used to have hair that color. My hair used to be that color, and I have that because my hair was that colored. I had that as like a thing for my hair. I was sure it was. And then after I had my first son, it was just too difficult to keep up with, like, you know, I don't know. I just decided to go blonde. I don't know. It was just, I don't know. It was too much. But they say lighter hair makes you look younger. So it does look good on me. I do look good in dark hair. I used to like go back and forth all the time. Like I would be blonde for a few years and then I would be red for a few years. Like when I met my husband now, I think I was a redhead. And then when we got married, I had blonde hair. And then I was a redhead sometime between the first and the second child. I don't know. I like the blue streaks too. I think they're pretty cool. It's about time for all this hair to come out though. I need new hair. My son jokes because the older you get, the lighter your hair. That's what they say. Your hair naturally would, so you should. But no, your hair should get lighter. Hair makes you look, because your hair naturally would get gray, so it would be lighter. Well, we can Google it too, but I'm pretty sure like lighter hair makes you look younger. Like we'll put the wig on and we'll see. Hold on. But what was I gonna say? There was something I was gonna say. Where did I put the hat? Oh, there's the hat. I forget what I was gonna say. I'm always forgetting what I was going to say. I feel like I look younger too when I'm blonde. I do too. Well, tell me if you think I look younger or older when I put, and we can Google it too. But oh, my son always jokes. He's like, because he'll ask me, can you give me money to buy a game? And I'm like, no, you have your own money. Like if you have money for a game, then you buy a game. But I'm not. And he's like, well, you spend all this money on hair. And I'm like, well, I'm allowed to. It's my money. And he's like, and then anytime he's like, look, you're buying money on hair again. Yeah, I can. It's my money. I made it. Like, buy a wig with cornrows. Wouldn't that hurt your head? Like, I would think, like, when I see people doing that, I would think that would just hurt hurt the top of your brain too much. Okay, this is going to be like a really bad job. But, so, it's going to be a really, really bad job. Really bad job. Let me look in the mirror. Hold on. Here, we're going to do this. Because now I look like a weirdo. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do this the least embarrassing way, because I get embarrassed often. I'm always very embarrassed. Never want to do anything on camera that would be embarrassing or anything. Like, God forbid. Okay, I'm very shy too. All right, here we go. Hey, J. Marie. All right. Okay, so tell me. Younger or older? I look older. I look older with this hair. It makes me look older, I think. Where'd the brush go? I think the dark hair makes me look older. I do. Mama needs to buy some hair. I need to buy some hair. See? I think it makes me look older. What do you think? Younger or older? I think it makes me look older. Is that Linda Carter? Choo choo, pew, 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 pew. What was I doing that? When was I doing that during a live? Aaron, remember when I was doing that? I was doing that during a live. It was my it was like to put away the hypocrites or something. It was my pew pew. And I kept going. Or no, it was like a members live, and I kept doing it, and I was like, throughout the live, it was like my little joke, pew 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 pew. I kept saying it. It was my key line. When you're a comedian, you have like a key line that you go back to that. And you say the same line. It's like ties everything through, and that was my thing. I would go pew pew pew. But yeah, so yeah, when I wait, hold on, we'll get even more. Hold on, we'll get even more. Let's go. Which color is? We'll do this one. All right, here we go. We'll do the full get up here. All right, here we go. Here's the original. QUEENOG. This is when I was the BUTTHURT lady. When I was Just Say No to BUTTHURT. Because originally that was my channel name, Just Say No to BUTTHURT. And everyone used to get so pissed off. They're like, that is, like, everyone used to get so mad. So they're like, they hated having to type Just Say No to BUTTHURT all the time. Like, it was really long. People used to get so mad. So they used to call me the BUTTHURT lady. I don't have a purple wig, but I have dyed my hair purple. But I do not think I would do that anymore. I do not think I would want that color. But I do have but the problem is like, it's really hard to get out of my hair. My hair is so light now that when I do that, like, because I have, like, upstairs I have gray, I have purple, I have blue obvious, like, I have so many different things, but it's really hard to get out of the hair. Like, didn't you have, yeah, well, this was my beanie that I wore. Yeah, this was the beanie. Hold on. Let's go find like an original. Back in the day. Hey. I swear I just saw something behind me. No, it never said butthurt. This was the only one. I had another one that said meow. Okay, that was my first video, but that didn't show me. Let's see. Okay, let's go to. All right. Yeah, like here's. I swear I hear music. Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna bring this up to like. So this was the original. Present, share screen. Blah blah. What's this one? Where is it? There. So that was the original look. Hello, beautiful people. That was how I looked originally. If you put on more earth toned, more. Yeah, I actually was upstairs and I have a whole bunch of like ones that are like a little bit more brown than this. But I don't know. Like it would take a lot for my hair to go through to go be another color right now. Like it would take a lot. It would not be good for my hair. You know what I mean? Like it would be a lot on my hair to darken it. Especially if I ever wanted to get back to lighter. Like it would be really hard on my hair. Like I would probably have a lot of breakage. So it's this hair is so easy because I can literally not like do my hair as in do my roots for like months on end. And it doesn't matter. It just looks like now I get some of my hair. I have had every hair color you can have. I had black hair once. Scared the crap out of me because I was like the spitting image of my mom. Because if you look here. That's my grandfather. Can you say Guito? Yeah. My family, I used to always joke, and I said it to my mom once when I was older, and she got really mad at me. And I was like, you can say it. It doesn't matter. But I used to always say, like, I was the pool boys kid. Because my whole family is straight out of The Sopranos. Like, straight out of The Sopranos. Like, isn't that a great picture of him? So handsome. But I have my wedding ring. Can you see it in here? I don't know if you can. But they what was a running joke? That's so bad for your hair over time. Yeah, that is bad for your hair. Thank you, rapper. Is that Michael Jackson? That's cool. So my mom gave me parody number 3 and was like, he could have He looks like he could be at like look at that. Like look at that. But she gave me, I have letters that they sent to each other. I have letters that they sent to each other when they were like younger, like because this this was like the 40s, so they wrote letters to each other, and I have like their letters back and forth to each other, and it's so cute. Like I've never seen him as like, he was always like the strong Don of the family. And like, so these letters are like how much he misses her and loves her. Like, it's just like this side of him that I've never like seen. But he was in the plane behind, he took pictures of the nuke. Like he was in the plane behind the plane because he could fly. So he was in the plane behind the plane that dropped the nuke, and he got some pictures. So in his basement, he had a picture of the mushroom cloud. And I remember as a kid, like, oh, like it was just like I won't say how he smuggled it out, but he smuggled out the pictures. But like it's just, and he said every one of them, like none of them had any idea what they were doing. Like none of them had any clue what they were doing. And once like it happened and they were all just like nobody said a word. Like they just, and a lot of them like had, were alcoholics, and just it fucked them up because they had no clue, and they didn't tell them beforehand, what they were doing. Yeah, he probably did. I mean, he was your typical he used to take me to the Bada Bing, so my mom was. I grew up poor and blah 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 is the whole story. But so on the weekends he probably did. He was one of 13 children, and my grandmother was one of 6. Like he came over on the boat. Like I found his and my grandmother's little records on ancestry.com, but they both came over on the boat. My mom is the first person born in America. So like he was born in Italy. So anyway, both of them were. And so my mom on Fridays, we would go to my grandparents' house, and she worked at the local Italian restaurant there, which we didn't know until later was the head like mafia, Provincia Petruzza Cabobas. It's outside of Rome. But it was basically like the Western Pennsylvania kingpins restaurant. So it was like the main money laundering front for that section of, and my family was not in the mafia, but like obviously we, like, so she worked at the restaurant, and so she would work there Friday nights and Saturday nights, and then that way we could do our laundry there, and they would feed us because we were really poor. And I remember like Saturday afternoons he'd be like, we'd watch sports together, like like remember the like NBC like da, 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 like this anyway, and he would be like, let's go to the club. So we would drive down, and it was across from the restaurant, and it was like a brick building with a metal door with a little metal slit. And like he would knock and someone would open the slit, and there was no signage, nothing. It was just a brick building, Yeah, exactly. And it was like, I remember the da, 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 worldwide sports, whatever. But, and they would, I won't say our last name, but, let's say like hey, Mr. Scarpese or whatever, some like, we have a very Italian last name, but hey, Mr. Soprano, hey, welcome here, right? Got out of Target in under 30 minutes. Wow. I do everything on Amazon, so I don't even go. If God forbid you let me out in Target, I might never come out. And then he'd let us in, and we'd sit at the bar, and he would have a shot and a beer, and I would get a Shirley Temple. And a lot of people have told me, is that close to Rome? Is that Rome, or is that? Because I think you said it was. You love me some Target. Target makes me nervous a little bit, but I was a ballerina growing up, so I remember like the one time I went in and I was like, Grandpa, can I go dance on the stage? They have a stage over there with like mirrors and stuff. And like one of the like men at the bar were like, and he was like, just looked at him. He was like, don't you ever laugh at him like that. The guy would fucking put. I think he told him that he would have the chef cook some frogs, because you knew when pew 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 pew. If my phone is about to go dead, my new charger is short, and I gotta be at my son's, so I want to take pics of them. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, karate. My kids never liked karate. I tried everything with sports. Neither of them were ever like sports kids. But anyway, so yeah, we went. We would go there, and he was like. But anyway, you knew when the chef had frogs flown in or however came in, and he made frog legs, that was going to be someone's last meal. So that was not a good sign. Like I remember as a little girl, like when frogs would come in and him cooking frogs. And I remember him like pushing the frogs back down into the boiling water. And, I remember like one guy, like they brought in and he saw the frogs and he was like, no, he peed his pants. I've seen some things. But anyway, that was, at least in their little sector, that was the thing. You knew you were getting whacked if you got some frog legs. That was not a good sign. Yeah, isn't that weird? Yeah, so it's like, if you sit down to the table and they serve you frog legs, not getting out of there. Not leaving. So you better just, yeah. So, but I remember one time I was like a little girl and I was like in the back waiting for my mom, and I remember they came in with the frogs, and I was just like, and I remember the chef was like, do you want to help me put them in? I'm like, no. And I just remember him watching. It was just horrible. It's horrible. Romantic. Ew. Not romantic. Like that meant they were going to whack you. Like if they served you that, they were going to kill you. I'm only going to Walmart when I'm going to steal something. Wow. We actually have, there's one Walmart that my husband goes to go grocery shopping, and it's semi-decent, but the other Walmarts around here are sketchy as like Targets are like Target out here, and like Walmart is like, no, not good. God, I should roast the Bullhorn Betty again. She's getting sued. Wait, so she's suing Queen Bee. Who's suing her? See, I'm still getting all this information together. So who's suing her? Wait, who said 13? Wait, why did you say 13? Wow, who said 13? We have 2 super Walmarts close by. Wow. I have nothing close to me here. The closest anything to me is an hour away. Like if I wanted to go to Target or Walmart or Best Buy or anything, it's like an hour away, at least an hour away. Yeah, there's nothing here. So I do everything. I think the supers have pharmacy and food, grocery store in it, right? Or is it just pharmacy? But because not all of them have food and pharmacy in them. I think that's a super. But I can Google it. No, they're not all super. No. Like I remember when I lived in the Bay Area, the Walmart was like nasty. Like you didn't go to Walmart ever. Do you remember Kmart? And the blue light special? Woo, blue light special going on right now. Yeah, we had a Costco card and we did Costco for a while, but they got rid of one, and so now the only one is so far away that it's just not like, because gas is still close to $6 a gallon here. So like if you had to, if like, like I think I was saying something to somebody the other day about like, like price comparing. Like you can't, like I can't do that because it's like driving an hour, like to go somewhere to get something, like if you're going to spend an extra like 4 gallons in gas, well, you just spent $25. So how much were you going to save for that? I think the Walmart here is 24/7, I think. Like not here, it's an hour away, but the last time I was in Kmart was when I lived in Pittsburgh. Like I haven't been to a Kmart in a long time. I haven't even seen a Kmart in a long time. But like there are no Kmarts in California. Probably because California's too upscale for them, California's like, I don't know. California's interesting. It was funny. I was talking to my son, and we were talking about his drum studio. Oh, when I first started my channel, I was gonna do like a series, like of my life. And I remember I was gonna do it as like something that for members. That was like a members thing. My hair looks like I really need to just like comb my hair. My hair is greasy. I need to wash my hair. Because I mean, my life is like, if the story of my life is a little crazy, it's definitely not what you would think it would be. I'll tell you that much. It's a story. But what was I was just gonna say something. Oh, so who's Bullhorn Betty suing Queen Bee? Who's suing Bullhorn Betty? That's what I was trying to get out. Hey, that took a lot to get out. That was a little difficult for me. Did you know the K in Kmart stood for absolutely nothing? Why didn't it just stand for K? K. He's a brown belt. I was a brown belt. I took Tong Sudo. I didn't take Taekwondo. I took Tong Sudo. Well, I want you to send me a picture. I bet the Kmart had to stand for something. Well, let's read it. What is the K in Kmart? I need a better desk. It doesn't work very well. According to the Sears Holding Corporation, the K in Kmart stands for the store's original founder's last name, Sebastian Sparing Kresge. It does. You're wrong. We have a saying here. Mommy's always right, and you should have known that the first time. So here, I will show you. What did there? Most popular is it the K and increase. See? It stands for something. Keep reading. Okay. Should I read a different? All right. Name of whose name starts with a K. A recent tweet mentioned Kmart as spokeswoman. Well, that didn't tell me that it didn't. What is it supposed to tell? That just said the same thing. That's his last name. The truth is that. Oh, wait. Hold on. I didn't read. Kmart is gigantic red followed by K or Martin on the front. So probably one doesn't stand for anything. However, there are theories regarding the most popular. Well, so it might be I mean, I would think. So what do you think is more realistic? That it's nothing or it's the founder's last name? A private detective is suing Bullhorn Betty for slander I just hit the heater. And hacking. She accused him of hacking her Venmo account. Wow. That's gonna cost some money. Let's read this one. Officially, it doesn't. However, the U.S. Founders Company was named Cree, so it's thought that unofficially could represent the founder. Okay. Okay, well, there you go then. Wow. How many kids? You're behind on me because of disconnect. Wait. I missed something. I think I missed something, Aaron. Wow. She accused him of hacking her Venmo account. Well, like, why is so oh yeah, romantic letters. The frogs weren't romantic. So she said he hacked her Venmo account. But the problem is, for slander, the biggest thing is you have to prove that you have damages. Like, he has to prove that he has damages because of what she said. And that there was no reasonable way for her to know that he didn't hack her Venmo. Like I know all about it. But the biggest thing that you have to get over in a defamation case is showing that you have damages. And, so what damages does he have? Like, did he lose clients because of it? Because if you remember, there was the movie with the Penthouse guy, and he ended up winning. The Penthouse guy won because Jerry Falwell sued the Penthouse guy because he used to have those cartoons with Falwell having and he was like the most religious person in the world, and he's got him fucking donkeys and shit like that. So he sued him. And so they asked him, they said, would any reasonable person believe that you would fuck a donkey? And he's like, no one would ever believe I would do any of those things. And he's like, then you don't have any damages and you lose. He didn't have any damages. He's like, if no one can believe, you know what I'm saying? Watch the movie. It's actually a good movie. Matthew, she deserves it. She trashed the man's license on social media. Plus, she reported him to the cops. Well, I'm not saying she doesn't just, she does. I mean, I started, I am here because she went after Crude AF. That's the whole thing that started me here. So trust me, I'm not like a fan. But it's very hard to prove slander because one of the biggest hurdles people have to get past is showing that you have damages. So she has to show not that he just trashed, his name, but that it actually ruined his reputation to a point that he had monetary damages or some sort of damages. Usually monetary are the most common, and unless you have like psychological damages and you can, but those are hard to prove because it's like, like if you tried like if he tried to kill himself, well, like, is there any evidence that he was cuckoo before? Was he like perfectly stable and then out of the blue? So if he can prove that he lost clients because of what she said, like, he has to prove damages. And if he can't prove damages, then she's going to get away with it, which she always just skirts by. But I started out on Twitter going after Bullhorn Betty for going after Crude AF. And I used to like make these little like roasty thingies. And then someone wanted to know if I was Bullhorn Betty. They thought I might actually be her. So they said, can you make a video and just say, so we can hear your voice? So then I made my first YouTube video. And then I made like another one just talking like about like, how like, just got on my soapbox like I do sometimes. And then that's how I got here. So like, and and then I started roasting like her, and that's how it all started. But she has, I mean, like Crude AF's mom lost her whole business because of all this. Like Crude, like, did you ever see Crude after that? No, he pretty much lost his channel, and his mom lost her business. I never understood why he like just agreed to like, I never really got that. Because like everything she said was about, like, do you remember that? I don't know, like that was a while ago. Like, I don't know if you were here for that, but like I mean, everything, like she said that he sexually assaulted her and they're like across the country, like opposite sides. Like, no, he's like, she's Florida, he's like east, like middle, I don't know, but she said like she caught him peeping in her window when like he was at home, like hundreds of miles away. Like, it was very obvious that she like had no case. So I never understood why he just like agreed to settle. I don't know, it was weird. But he was gone for a long time. He used to, when I started, so this would have been February 2022, and he like just like did all, like, he reviewed Molly, he reviewed Betty. I mean, he had a huge channel. He made a ton of money, and that's pretty much all he did. And then after that, hey, Tina, and then after that, he couldn't do it anymore. So then he just did his gaming stuff. And like, and his mom lost her business, and he pretty much lost all the money that he made on that channel. And he is back now, but he was gone for the longest time. Like, it sucked. I remember that. I was like, I can't believe he settled. It was just, thought that was weird. Like, it's not like something that's, I don't know, it just seemed weird to me. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get that, but I just don't know what more she could have done to them. And like, he so could have went after her because it was so obvious the things that she, I don't know. I guess like some people are more just like that, like just like, I don't care, just leave me alone. And I guess I'm more of like a, I just would have had to have like, get back at her. I mean, I started a freaking channel over it, so I don't know. But yeah, this chandelier, it's got to go up. It's got to go up. It's got to move. It's like, it's not working. It's not working. It's not working for me. Although it's pretty, but it's got to go up and back. I like it. I want to keep it. I don't want to get rid of it, but I think it needs to move up and back. I just up a little bit more. There, it looks like a crown. I don't know. It's a little bit annoying, isn't it? It actually does have a solar light in it. It actually does turn on as a light, but I don't have it hooked up right now. It's getting... I think I just heard somebody walking around. It's almost 6 o'clock. I can't believe it's still not even 6 o'clock right now. I can't believe you guys are all here. I can't believe how we all ended up here. Oh, I should stop the screen. Why do I have this screen here? Take that away. Put that chandelier away. Matt had a PSG. Okay, hold on. I'll put it away, but I got to turn my camera off because I got to stand on this chair, and you're probably going to see up my bum. And I don't wear underwear. Hold on. I'll move it up. Hold on. Now, hopefully I won't fall. See, I got a skirt on, so that's why I have to turn my camera off. Because if I don't, you're going to see up my bum right now. You don't need to see up my bum. Oh gosh, now it's stuck on my shirt. Oh gosh, now I'm all stuck. Ugh, now it just got stuck to me. All right, here. What's the best way to do it? Here, I have an idea. I'm just going to push it back. I'm just going to push it back. Push it real good. Wait, hold on. I bet I could take this out. Wait, hold on, I got a better idea. Hold on. I got an even better idea. I'm just going to take the whole thing out. It's really cool. Oh, didn't it come out like that? Didn't it just like these two go in and then this comes out? Gosh darn it, doesn't it? There we go. There we go. There. See? All gone. There we go. I think I want it up, but I'm going to put it farther up, like higher up. There, you use it down like that. There we go. We wouldn't want Matt to go flying backwards, but that was one of the funniest things, I have to say. Like, I have to say. Is it a gold light? No, it's like clear little crystally thingies. But yeah, I am clumsier than anything. I don't know how I got so clumsy. I don't know how I got so forgetful. I swear to God. I don't know what, like, don't age. I swear to God. Like, aging. It's all about aging. It's totally, like, not a good idea to age. It hasn't done any good for me. Hasn't done me any good. It's just made me older. But I do need to get new hair. My son's going to make fun of me. He always says, he's like, are you buying more hair? And then he asks me for a game. He thinks every time I get hair, he should get a game. And they always ask me for money. And I'm like, it's my money. Like, I can, wow, well, you get to spend it. Yeah, I do. It's my money. Should I keep the blue or should I do a different color underneath? Because I could do another color underneath. Because it's just different. I could do another color. I just like this color blue. But I could do, like, purple or pink. What just, like, made a I'm just making sure something didn't. Oh, it's fine. God, it's so windy out. Thank you. So I'm into, so the two things, well, I wouldn't do purple and the blue. I could just do purple. But I don't know. It would have to be like a dark purple. Pink. But aren't I? I think I'm too old for pink. I don't think I could do pink. I mean, like, pink is just too brightish and youngish, I think. Like, I think, like, oh, it sounds like my daughter. Oh, God, Roblox. Like, can I have some Robux? Oh, my God, those fucking Robux. Fucking hate those Robux. Can't stand those. Oh, I was so glad when he kind of. Where's my brush? I think like dark colors, like blue or like a dark color. I think that I think pink or like a yellow. Like I think that's like it makes you look like a little girlish. I think that would be too little girlish if I did pink. Like I'm a 51-year-old mom and I have pink. I think it's too little girly. What do you think? Let me do purple. I could try purple. Oh my God. You know, the thing I worry about is like the kids really think like hanging out with their friends is like you can do that not even being near them. Like they're so okay with not human interaction. It kind of scares me. Like it's like, we have to like force them to go do stuff out. Like they're like, well, we're play online. It's like, they don't see a difference between like things online and things like together as humans where you can touch each other. It's like that, it kind of frightens me a little bit. Like they don't see a difference. Because there is a big difference. Yeah, I think COVID like really changed a lot for everything. Because like I was saying the other day, like before COVID, if you didn't agree with someone, you just like didn't agree. But after COVID, it was like with the whole vaccine thing, it was like, if I didn't get it, you'd be like, well, good, I hope you die. And then I'd be like, well, you got it. Well, I hope you die. You die. Like it was like things went to a whole new level after COVID as far as how humans cared about other humans. It was like agreements went from just like, I don't agree with that to like, and I hope you die. Like, and like no caring of like, like weird like that. And people didn't see each other for the long, you know what I mean? Social workers more than not are blaming lockdown. Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like people changed after that. I mean, I don't leave the house very often. So like I don't like so I think it's easier for me to see a change because it's like I don't go out very often. So when I do, it's like I really see the change in how people like look at each other, treat each other, just like, like the little things. Like being courteous to each other, And I think that's why on here people are so much more apt to like go after someone and do something that might ruin someone's life. It's because it's like we don't value life as much as we used to, or something weird like that, or maybe we all thought we were going to die, so we don't value life. I don't know. But it's like, I remember as a kid, like, crank calling people and ordering like pizzas to someone's house so they had to pay for it. And those were all things that we thought were really like bad and like mean and hurtful. But now it's like people are hateful, like people are okay with doing things that they know will be like the most damaging and hurtful thing to you. And it's like that's their objective. And that's scary that like we could think that way, that could even be a thought, that we've gone from a society of like, well, if I saw someone on the street you know, who needed help, I would help them. And like now I feel like it's like people are like, if I saw someone on the street who needed help, I would like ask him if he was vaccinated, if not, kick him or something. I don't know. I feel like there was a change. I do. I feel like there was a change in how we viewed our fellow man. And that's sad. Water? Is that rain? I can't tell if I hear rain outside or not. I don't know. I feel like we just became different. We were like a different society after that. It's sad. I feel really like, you know, like in school, they don't grade you with grades anymore. Like it's not like they don't get like A, B, C, D, E, F. Everything's basically like a pass fail. And my oldest son's teacher said like they're pretty much going to be going away with like the SATs and stuff. Like that's not get like basically it's just you know what I mean? It's like I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Like we're really turning into a society of like, I don't know, people who want stuff but don't want to work for it, and who like, I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's just weird. It's weird. Whatever place we've gotten society to, I think it's a strange one. And I don't like it very much at all. Ah, ah, ah. I can't swallow. I mean, I can swallow, but my throat's dry. I've been on here for 3 hours. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's a long time. I had no idea. I'd been on here that long. Did you guys see the shit video? Did you guys see the shit video? Because if you didn't see the shit video, you need to go see the shit video. I'm going to give you the link to the shit video. Hold on. Here. I want you to hit the like button right now, God damn it. That's the shit video. I want everyone to make sure to watch it because I really like it. My husband, Jamie, my husband was like, "You're funny," and I was like, "Really? Thanks. I never noticed that. I never knew that. I thought I was really boring and lame and quiet as a mouse." But anyway, I have been on here for over 3 hours, so it is 6 o'clock right now. So I should start a day. I should try to start a day. But that was fun. That was fun, like randomly, like just coming on in the middle of the night and just like whatever talking. That was fun. I might make. See, I'm gonna do a channel trailer. I'm gonna change my channel up, and maybe one of my things will be country creator, and it'll be like middle of the night. Like maybe like one night I'll sit outside like with the fire pit, like and just sit outside when when you have stars so you can see outside. Like that would be fun. That would be a fun thing. Maybe I'll think of that. All right. I'm going to actually start doing some goddamn work here. Oh my God. There's so much to do, and I just fucked around for 3.5 hours. God damn it. God damn it, me. And I got to get this hair out and get new hair, too. Because you can tell when it's been in too long. See how it gets thin at the bottom? It's like getting thin at the bottom. So, all right. I'm going to go try and actually have a day. Can't believe today's Saturday. But anyway, love you guys. And I'm going to be on a lot because I haven't been on for a long time. And YouTube told me I'm in trouble and I need to get my hours up. So I might be on here a lot. And you need to watch me a lot. Everybody go watch hundreds of hours of videos, please, because I'm in trouble. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Well, we're going to make this a series and we're going to do it more often. So anyway, thank you guys. I love you guys. Totally fun. Bye.